Everybody loved him. Hundreds of people would be by the courthouse, and he, put up his finger to the government, and that's it. This man is dying, and you still have him in solitary confinement. He was tied, his feet to the bed, and his hands were tied to the bed. People want to question if my father was weak or tough. He had a severe kidney infection. He was sick. He didn't get to see a doctor. By the time he got off the bus, he was covered in blood. If there was ever a time to become a rat or something, it would have been then. No, instead he fought 5 trials. Eli has never had any conversation with my father. You lie about my son? Like, this is how sick they are. I defend my family. I think I do a pretty good job of defending my family. But other people defend my family also. I don't ask them to do it, but they do. Hey, Marla.
Hey, Angel. What's going on, everybody?
Hi, everybody. I have to tell you, Marla, I really, really missed you.
Oh, no worries. Sounds like things have gotten interesting on here. I miss one show. I miss everything.
Yeah. Marla, I asked Marla to do this at the last minute, so she has no idea of everything that's going on. But is Parasite Slayer, can you please come back on again so we could straighten something out? Is he in the chat, Marla? Excuse me, I've got the hiccups. Is Parasite Slayer here?
He was here earlier. Has anybody seen Parasite Slayer? Well, thank you, Sonny Grosso.
Hi, Cuban B. Hello, Angel and Marla. It looks like you and Parasite Slayer have these people going nuts. I've more fake news and conspiracies today. I'm sorry. I've more fake news and conspiracies today to last a year. Keep up the good work. Thanks, Cuban B. I cannot believe like what's gone on. But we'll get it. Hey, Raymundi, how are you, Raymundi? How have you been? Haven't seen you in a long time. Oh, look who's here. Hey, Parasite Slayer.
Hello.
What's going on? Everybody, I'm going to get to say hello to you in just a little bit, okay? I'm sorry, everyone.
Yeah, I hear there's a lot of clipping of stuff and trying to claim that I'm a Holocaust denier.
That's not what you said last night. Like,
no,
what the hell is wrong with these people?
Because they listed the part 1 and not part 2. Part 1, what I said was 6 million was a number that's been used for a long time. I even ran a search just before, newspapers.com, from 1850 to 1938. There's over 1,000 articles. If you just type in quotes, 6 million Jews, 1,000 articles. So it was a number used for a long time. What I said was, research says 1 to 3 million, a lot of Jewish scholars. My personal opinion, which I actually didn't give, I would put the number closer to 4 million. That's based on 3 million were sent to the camps, 2 million were executed, 1 million died from disease or starvation, and another 1 million were killed by the Einstein group, which were the Eastern Europeans in Eastern Europe. And those are the records, and that's the truth of the matter. Based on all the records that are out there. 4 million is an absolute tragedy. It's disgusting. Absolutely, it's a Holocaust. Does it diminish it from 6 to 4 million? Absolutely not. It was an absolute tragedy. They were sick people. And a lot of them were executed for it. A lot of them got away with it, unfortunately. Just how it is. So that was my only statement about it.
I mean, No, you never denied it. I mean,
No, never
you
denied there's a
these
Holocaust.
people are very evil people.
They are.
These people
That's
are
really sick.
so evil. It's sick. It's very, very sick how evil these people are.
And
Since the,
even if the number was 1 million, that's 1 million too many.
if it was
You know?
100,
Yeah.
October 7th was a disgrace.
Yep. And
October
then
7th was
yeah,
a
and I
disgrace.
even
I said
said,
that many, many times. You people are sick. You sick bastards.
yep, I even said the idiot deniers are the ones that use one almanac entry and try to say that only 100,000 or 300,000 were killed, which is ridiculous. That's stupid. That's what the idiot deniers try to say. And they're out there. There are people that just absolutely deny it happened, which is ridiculous.
Okay. What about your avatar? Because
So why? Oh, that I did disagree with that. So
somebody sent this to me. I think this came from his show. I'm not sure. I don't watch him. I have two clips that were sent to me. And Jeff Nadeau, you punk. You think
that I did on purpose. I said when I first did it, I did it on purpose because these idiots going to run around and say it's a Nazi eagle. No, it's not a Nazi eagle. It's a Weimar eagle. It's a
it's a
Weimar
who?
Republic. It's from the Weimar Republic, which was before the Nazis. Weimar Republic was after World War One.
And what does that mean, though?
That was you had the Imperial Germany, which is World War One.
Mhm.
Then after World War One, you had the Weimar Republic. Then after the Weimar Republic, you had Nazi Germany.
Okay.
So it's the period between World War One and the Nazis. That's the
Mhm.
Weimar Republic.
Okay.
It has nothing to do with the Nazis. The Nazis were the ones that took power away from over.
So are these people that are doing this, like tonight, muscle, are they just uneducated? Is that
But
what this is,
no,
or
they're
ignorant? What is it
absolutely.
that they're doing? What
It's
is it that they're doing now?
uneducated, believing what they want to believe, clipping parts and running with the one part and not continuing the rest of what I stated. Yeah, and because I said, if you're going to say that history, researching and stating history and historic facts is anti-Semitic, it's ridiculous.
Yes, you
Yeah.
did say that.
And then they went with, oh, he said he's anti-Semitic because I said, well, then call me an anti-Semite. If it being a historian makes you, anti-Semitic. So they just ran with that part. It's absolutely ridiculous. Never done anything to say anti-Semitic. No Nazi association. I have one tattoo. Period. I don't have any Nazi tattoos or anything like that. Never hung out with Nazis. I actually think they're idiots. These neo Nazis. Skinheads especially. I can't stand. I pretty much can't stand all those type of people because they're ignorant people.
So this whole thing that's going on right now, with the guy in Pennsylvania who's telling people to go and
Strike.
flood,
What-
strike what did you say so bad that he's telling his chat to come and strike me for what?
the first part that he clipped, where I said, "If being a historian makes you an anti-Semite, then call me an anti-Semite." And me saying that 6 million is a historic number. That's where the 6 million came from. So it's actually it's a I said biblical. It's really not biblical. I think they call it a rabbinical number or something like that. It's a number that
Okay.
it's just it's a number that they used for a long time.
Okay.
And there's been lots of research, and there's lots of times that research has been they force people not to research because they do stuff like this. I like learning about history and trying to get the most accurate parts of all the history.
Okay.
But people want to shut it down and nope, that's wrong. You're a denier.
But oh shit, it had a bad connection. But what was his outrage over?
I don't know. I didn't watch any of it.
Oh.
I didn't watch any. I just know the one thing that was clipped. Yeah, I didn't watch any of them. I
You
just the
know,
only reason I even looked at Muscle's title is because I saw your title said Muscle. I was like, oh, what did he do now? And then I saw dog
okay.
whistling. I was like, what the hell was I dog whistling? Who am I dog whistling to?
So he said you're dog whistling
It
and
said that in his title. I didn't watch his show
okay.
at all. The only reason
I
I
didn't
looked at his
watch it
title,
either.
yeah, I saw you had Muscle in your title, and I was like, oh, what do you do now?
Yeah, because I was just putting up a show real fast, and I saw the clip that I have that they sent me has Jeff Nadeau in the chat. Jeff Nadeau, you're a desperate little tiny male. You're so tiny, you're going after my brother too. How about Jeff Nadeau? How's your relationship with your mother, Jeff Nadeau? You want to go after my family? I know your secrets as well, okay? Stop fucking with my family, okay? Because you're a spoiled little brat, a little bitch boy. That's what you are, a bitch boy.
Yeah, I don't
Now,
understand they do why he goes on Dark's channel and these other places. Like they do. You're supposed to have a decent sized show, You had a thing going with
wait till I get my little project going. Wait till I'll show
Portnoy up
you how
there.
decent
Like,
his
why would you
show is.
bother with
I'll
these
show
people too?
you. I'll show you how decent his show is. In fact, you know what? Let me look at something right now. Hold on.
I don't know
Uh,
why he would bother with those people, honestly. So I guess that's up to him.
Desperate little boy. Hold on. Let me see something. Hold on. Okay. So we have 187 people here. Okay. I have more people in this chat right now, participants. Hit the participants, people, and you can see. Hit live chat and then hit participants. I have more people here than he has when he has 600 fake bots on his show. I have more here right now with 189 people.
Yeah, I mean they do his channel. It's ridiculous. Like
Okay.
900 people in his chat, and the thing's hardly moving.
Exactly. Exactly. It never moves.
I don't understand why people do that either.
Me neither. Now this also oh shit. With the doxing, he again now is saying that I doxed him. First I didn't, then I did, now I did, now I didn't. I went back on our tweets in the messages. I went back. Chicago Muscle, did you go back to the very beginning? See, I'm not like you. I'm not going to put your things up here, your messages to me, your private messages to me. I'm not going to do that to you. But you better go back and check them because there are messages from you. You sent me your grandson's picture, your wife's pictures, your pictures. You sent me your picture of you and your wife. I never once shared those with anybody. Never once. Now, here's the thing that he's forgetting to tell everyone. When I shared that video with another person, he was going after the two of us. Do you remember that, Parasite Slayer? Chicago Muscle started to go after me and MRE.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So me sharing a video that someone sent me is wrong. You were going after us. You were our enemy. You became our enemy.
Yeah. I mean, Deadly's the one that did it. Deadly doxed him. If
Okay,
you want to,
no,
and
he's insisting that it
MRE
was
played the
me.
video, absolutely, and then FBS was the one that fully doxed him. MRE played the video, but FBS is the one that gave out all his information.
See, I didn't even think that it was FBS that did it.
Yeah,
I don't remember. I
MRE played the video
truthfully don't
first.
remember. I
Yeah,
don't
MRE,
remember that.
yeah, MRE played it first, and it was easy enough to figure out his information once MRE played it. But FBS clarified his information for everybody because
But
remember
when I
they
shared
hated each other.
that, yes, they did. They did. But here's the thing: when I shared that, I had no idea of any of this shit, that there was links in there or nothing like that. I just said, because they sent it to me and said, "Who does this sound like?" Or who
Yep.
does this? I don't remember the exact word. I think it was, "Who does this sound like?" And then I started listening to a few minutes, and I was like, "Oh shoot!" And I sent it to him and said, "Who's the exact words that they said to me?" I said to him.
Yeah. No, I agree. I agree completely. About it.
So now, what's the outrage today? Ange, do you know what's the outrage of the content creators on here? What's their outrage today? Is it about Parasite Slayer? What's bothering the little boys today? What's
I don't think
bothering little Anthony's?
it has nothing to do with Parasite. It has nothing to do with me or anyone else. You have a last name Gotti, and they're clout chasing, and that's the bottom line.
That
Now,
is.
we've had this conversation today, Angel. I'm getting so sick of this. I'm getting sick of it more for you, because I think that it's just time. It's time to ice them all out, because you're making irrelevant people relevant. And
Yes.
all they're doing is attacking you. They go after your children. They go after me. I mean, I was defending FBS's wife, and he went after me today, I heard. And
That's what
I
I
said,
mean. And we both did. We both
it's
did.
like
First of all,
unbelievable.
I defended you. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm one of the only ones that from the day one that said I don't believe it. From day one. The guy Mark is telling everybody that he read a tweet that I wrote that, about that. He's a liar. It never happened. Then he had to admit it was Chicago, not me. So FBS, don't use me to go at Angel. Don't do it. Because I'll say it again. I never believed it. I told Angel I think Chickie's lying. You want to know the truth? If I told you half of what I thought, leave us alone. I'm done with it.
Yeah, I wouldn't even bring him up, because as soon as you bring up anything, he turns it into you're going after, in some way, by saying, "Nope, I didn't say that." You're attacking him and his wife.
No,
It's
I'm
ridiculous.
sorry,
Nobody is
but
attacking
no one's
I
them.
know that.
attacking them.
I
They're
know that.
making it up. I'm
I
going to
know
tell
that.
you what I told
But
Angel today.
he turns it into it.
I'm going to tell you what they're doing. And mark my words, because John's coming out with an interview with Berna. They are revving up for that. They are all gathering together just to get a little attention. And then they're starting tomorrow. They're going full force ahead, all of them, at Angel, at her family, at her children. Mark my words.
Oh, they got it, and that's
Oh
why
yeah.
that's the best thing to do. Ignore them. Ignore them.
I don't know how they could look in the mirror every day when
Yeah,
they have children of their own.
but the best thing to do is just ignore them. Don't talk about them anymore.
Okay,
You know,
well, I
I
have not.
clarified my position. I am not a denier. And that's all that needs to be said on it. Absolutely ridiculous they are.
I'm not acknowledging them. That's it.
Yeah,
I told Angel that today. I'm done with them. I'm done with people I don't know having the audacity to speak about people they don't even know, about their children, this
yep.
doxing. It's so disgusting, and it's all for their entertainment and a few bucks that they make. It's wrong.
It's because they have
They
nothing else
need
to
to
talk
really
about.
look in the mirror, because they have families of their own,
I
and
mean,
they
there's
certainly wouldn't
plenty
like it
going
done
on
to
in the
them.
world that they could talk about. I mean, talk about the election. Talk about the wars going
Exactly. I
on.
told Angel, Parasite. I told Angel, hey, get off YouTube, and if you want to go on the internet, go back to Twitter. I've
Yeah,
never seen
I
such
don't think she should get
disgusting
off
behavior.
YouTube. I think she should just pretend they don't exist. Tell her stories. Talk about current events. Do the Jeopardy. and not bring them up in any way, shape, or form anymore.
I mean, Jesus, be mad at me. Be mad at Angel. Bring our families into it. It's unnecessary. It's unnecessary when I didn't say a damn thing about any of their families. But they'll make it up. They make stories up.
I want to
Yeah.
know. I
And
want
it's
to
not
know.
going
I'm
to
going
stop.
to ask each one of those
It,
content
it
creators.
honestly, Angela, it will stop if they're completely ignored. I'm telling you, just like you don't feed the trolls, don't feed the
Yeah.
bottom feeders.
Yeah, I
You
agree.
don't
But I
feed
think it's
them.
going to
It's
take
gonna
some
take
time.
time. Oh yeah, it's gonna take a month.
Yeah.
It's going to take
Okay.
longer than a month because you got a last name that they all want to capitalize on in some shape, way, or
Yeah.
form.
Yep. Yeah, I would say, maybe more than a month. But if you go a month and don't mention them at all,
Yeah, I think it's honestly time. I really do. You know,
what can they say? They can't say anything then.
yeah. You're regurgitating the same stuff every single day. It's like they think that they have the right to do that because her last name is Gotti. Like she doesn't have feelings.
Yeah.
It's so nasty of like
But
the
that's
hearts
what you
in
gotta
these
ignore.
people.
And more importantly, people that are sending her the messages and sending her the stuff, don't send it to her.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Whoever's sending her stuff, don't send it to her.
You're absolutely right. And I am guilty of that. I
Yeah,
really am. And it ends today, Parasite.
No, it's very. Listen, I want to ask those 4 content creators, the 4 of them, especially the one in Florida. I want to know how you would like it if you got onto YouTube and there's your fiance's picture on my thumbnail, and saying the disgusting things that you have been saying about my kids, me, my family. How would you like it if I did that to you and her? Pennsylvania, the same thing. Chicago Muscle, the same thing. How would you like it? You know what the thing is here is that I have too much class to do shit like that. I would never do things like that.
you want to know what the truth of the matter is? It wouldn't bother them that much
No,
because
because they've done it to each
that's
other.
what they want.
They've done it to each other, so that it doesn't matter to them. This is a sick game, I think, to them. You know, do you know how many times like just
If these people only knew that all their little buddies, their best friends, all told on each other. I know all their secrets, every
yeah,
single one of them.
but we're not like them. We're not like them.
Oh, hold on, please.
They all think they live in glass houses, and they don't. And they should just leave it alone now. Just enough. It's almost 3 years. For what? What are they getting out of this? I don't understand how people could be this mean to other people, that especially that they don't know, or that at one time they were at least cordial with. It's so unnecessary.
I keep saying over and over again, I don't want to fight with people, number
Neither
one.
do I.
And number 2, I don't want to fight with people that I used to be friends with. I don't want to do that.
Yeah,
Hold on, I'm just looking. I have to send the link to someone. Hold on.
well, I'm done. After today, I'm done. I don't care what they say, what they do. I just don't care. And then let karma take its toll on them. That's all I could say, because I'm not gonna make them.
But how long?
relevant.
How long is this supposed to take, this karma?
I know,
That
but you know
I don't
what?
do a fucking thing to these people, and all they do is come on here and go back from the very beginning. Go back in my videos. I know a lot of people took their videos down. I didn't take mine down. Go back to the very beginning. Some of you want to know the history of all this. Go back to the very beginning.
I know.
Every single show you see me do is a reaction to something that they did to me, or
Yeah.
they did to my kids, or my father, or my brother. Go
You're right.
back to the very beginning. Go back 2 years now. May was 2 years. Go back April 27th. 2 years now.
Just like today, like
See what
we're
did.
talking somewhat about them today. They're gonna have a show for days after this. It's never going to end. We have to end it.
But they should be ashamed of themselves, because they should be ashamed of themselves that you have nothing going on in your lives except for examining my streams, my comment section, my panelists, my everything under a microscope. And if one person says one word that doesn't agree with, you don't agree with, a whole week of shows goes on there.
Yeah, I think that you have to look at it this way, Angel. It's going to end eventually. You have to be the one to end it.
I have not spoken about these people. I have been ignoring them.
You have to do it. We can't be doing what we're doing now. You have to be the one.
Listen,
to end
Ange,
it.
It's
because
very
in
hard.
5 years.
I know, but let me ask you a question. How do you feel? How would you feel if you're going down YouTube and all of a sudden you see your daughter's face on some scumbag's thumbnail and the most disgusting things are being said, or you see your name and your picture called the Reich,
Angel,
Angel's Reich? How would you
Angel,
like that?
I'm not disagreeing with you. That it drives me nuts because they do that to you. It drives me nuts. But what are we going to do every day when they do something? Like tomorrow they'll do something, then you're going to want to react.
Well, let me ask you this. How would you people feel if you found out that some secret agent guy named Don got my social security number, gave it to a content creator, and then that content creator gave it to another content creator in Florida? What would you people do about that?
It's not
Angel,
what
how are you?
we do. It's what
Hey, Elio, how are you, Elio?
you need to do.
Good. I was in the cigar lounge now, and I saw your show, and I got a little disturbed. Is everything okay?
What do you think about that? When somebody hires a secret agent guy who works for the government, and then they get your social security number, and then they pass it on to somebody who lives in another state. What is that, Elio?
Well, listen. These are all men, right? Supposed to be men, even though half of them live in their parents' basement.
Oh, we always lose Elio. He'll be back. Or you have a belligerent, drunken rat talking like a lowlife, okay? And then you can't even make this shit up. You can't make it up. We do a show making fun and we're having fun on our prison stories. Remember that, Marla?
Yeah.
Remember, like I had told Angela, oh, that's hysterical. Yes, let's do that. Go run with that one. We made this shit up, right?
Yeah.
He's in the chat saying, Angela, what was he saying? Some disgusting things, banging 3 guys in jail at the same time. Like, stop drinking. Stop
I haven't
drinking.
even spoken about that guy and then when I got the messages about that guy's show and the things they were saying about me in the chat, I was like, are they kidding me? Like, really? Like, these are grown men that brag about being in that life, and now they're on YouTube acting like this. I'm so embarrassed for them. The big tough guys are on YouTube doing this. Stop, man. Guys, all of you, look in the mirror. You all have families. Stop doing this to her.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Angel. I lost you. Did you hear what I said?
Yeah, about guys living in
Creeps.
their mother's
Well, this is the test. The test should be they should do an examination of conscience, an examination of who they are, look in the mirror, and say, I won't say anything over the internet or that I wouldn't say to any of the guys in her family in real life. Can any of them do that?
No.
Can any of them look in the mirror and say, I'm a man, I'm only going to say to Angel, a 60-year-old grandmother, on the internet, the same thing I would say to any of the males in her family in real life? And the answer, I think for most of them is no, or nearly all of them is no.
Elio, I said that the other day until, they could run their mouth all they want about me. They don't know me. They don't know my heart. They don't know my family. They don't know my family's heart. So until it comes into like a real world, this is nonsense now. It's nonsense because I know none of them will. It's just, like sticks and stones. Like you expect it from teenagers. You really do. And
It's very cringeworthy. Because these are Americans. I mean, is this what our country is coming to? Where men are going on the internet, attacking grandmothers, and saying things they wouldn't say to another man in person? Is this what our country is coming to? I mean, it's
Yes.
cringeworthy. It is embarrassing.
Unfortunately, yes.
And Chicago Muscle, you brought up my mother? You brought
Yeah.
up my mother and my brother tonight? When the fuck did I ever say anything about anybody in your family? You bring up my mother for what reason?
Chicago Muscle. Who is this guy? He's calling himself a muscle and he's bullying elder woman on the internet. What's wrong with him?
Yeah, because I'm a neo-Nazi supporter. You could tell them 1,000 times, I stand with Israel. I support Israel. They don't give a shit. They don't care. They just want to make up shit and antagonize every day.
Well,
Now, I normally wouldn't have even gave a shit. I wouldn't have given a shit. But you want to go now and you want to attack my brother? For what?
Well, I never heard of that podcast before, Chicago Muscle. But if he's doing that, he's giving the great city of Chicago a bad name by using
He
that.
doesn't live in Chicago.
Wow.
I seen SoFlo's title today, and I swear to God, because when it comes to children, this really pisses me off. And he's planning on going at Victoria tomorrow. Like, I really wanted,
and my
like, to call
granddaughter.
them and
You're going
stop.
after my 7-year-old granddaughter. You can't get any more degenerate than that. You and the UK guy, you can't get any more degeneracy.
No, I mean, I really wanted to call him and try to reason with him. Like, what if this was your kids?
No, because you know why? You can't reason with him. You don't want to know why? Because all he wants to know is denounce MRE. Denounce MRE. Is MRE this? Is MRE that? That's why. That's why.
I have a question for you, because maybe
really
some of the audience
becomes sad.
maybe some in the audience might have the same question, and I'm on the panel. What's he trying to do to your 7-year-old?
7-month-old.
7 months? Oh, he's bad mouthing an infant. Oh, what a disgrace!
Mm-hmm. Listen,
Wow.
you people may not know who your kids' fathers are, but I know who my grandchildren's fathers and mothers are. Okay, you people may not know it. You people may deny the kids you had in your past. My father fought for me. Unlike some of you, my father fought for me.
Yes, it did.
I'm so sick of this shit.
Are any of these people even fathers? They even like think like that? Who would even think like that to attack an infant like that?
They're going to question who
But
my
they all love
granddaughter's
children, right?
father is. Yeah, they want to question who my granddaughter's father is. Fuck you. You animals. You're such low-class animals.
Yeah, this is this is what our country is turning to. People getting on the internet and attacking strangers or people they barely know.
Because it's safe. I think it's safe for them. Because I honestly, I can't picture any of them, like you said, Elio, walking up to any man and saying that face to face. Your wife is this, or your sister's that, or you're this, or you're that. I just can't see it.
Well, I mean, the proof is in the pudding. They're conducting themselves in a manner which they should be ashamed of themselves. It's almost like you don't have to say something. All you have to do is put a mirror in front of them. That mirror and say, "You're a man."
That's why I think we have to ice them out. I mean, I know it. Angel gets upset, and believe me, I get upset. I get upset for her. I get upset when I heard about what that informant was saying about me. Like, and then you clap back, and you're the bad one.
that's the thing, is that you come on here and you defend yourself, or you
Yeah.
defend your family, you defend your friends, and you're the bad one.
Yeah.
You're, the family would be so embarrassed of her. Her family doesn't, her brother doesn't know what she's doing. Oh, my brother clearly knows what I'm doing. Little bitch boy Casparosa made sure he told him everything. My brother knows exactly what I do. My brother knows exactly everything that's going on. Ask Adam if you don't believe me. Why do you think Adam's on here all the time?
They think that they could go at us and we can't defend ourselves. It's insane.
But
Like,
that's the thing.
like
That's
I'll
what,
just
that's
keep
what
saying
they
to myself,
want you to do,
who
though.
the F do these people think they are?
But listen, if they have a debate in ideology, a debate in different beliefs, or debate in what you have to say, that's one thing. But they're attacking strangers personally in a very disgusting, vulgar manner.
And they call themselves street guys. Could you imagine? Street guys?
No,
Street
there's
guys is
nobody
not
on
what I
here
see
that's
in
a
them.
street guy. There's nobody on here.
But the crazy
Well,
thing
maybe
really,
there's street guys, but there's no men on here.
No.
they're getting more attention, though, talking about what they're doing, because there's like 6 people in, SoFlo's chat.
Yeah.
Chicago Muscle has what, maybe 50 people. They buy 100 bots every time. FBS, he's got, I'll give him 150 people that he's got. So there's like 200, and they're sharing the same people.
Yeah.
So it's only like 100, 150 people there. Let's call it 150 people. They're actually listening to anything they have to say.
Out of the millions and millions on YouTube. You're absolutely right.
By talking about what they say, it's actually getting it out to more people. And it's exactly what they
that's
want.
what I was thinking, because a lot of the times in here, people don't know what's going on until we announce it. A lot of people in the chat are like, I didn't see it, I don't watch. And then
I wouldn't have known a damn thing that happened today until I saw it.
We tell them. That's
the post.
But here's the point. To that one person, maybe one person, 5 people or 10 people that thinks that you're a neo-Nazi and I'm a neo-Nazi supporter, and Adam is this and whatever. To those people, yeah, it does matter. It matters to me.
Yeah, that's why you can't let it matter.
It matters to me.
Those people are going to believe what they want to believe. Anyone that wants the truth is going to go to the show, and they're going to actually listen and not just listen to the clip.
Yeah.
The ones that want to believe it are going to listen to the clip.
And you can't change everybody's mind on here. There are people on here, no matter how many times you've showed the picture, that still want to believe that your mom is Jewish. And you've said it like, how many times can you have the same conversation on here? Once you clarify something, that's it. Believe what you want to believe. That's what's happening anyways.
Yeah, I mean, NB was a master at that, at clipping something and turning into something else. But anyone that listened to it fully through would know most of the time she was clipping it, and giving her own narrative.
Yeah, what do you mean?
NB, a lot of times when she put up her videos,
okay,
she was great at clipping stuff and making you think it was more to it than it was, or taking stuff out of context, and that's exactly what they're doing.
Yes.
And the people that want to believe it, we're going to believe it. And the people that had half a brain went and listened to the whole thing themselves. So they're doing the same thing that she did. That's my point.
Well, I thought that she was just taking people's words, just.
She was, but if you clip half of somebody's words and you don't put the other half in there, you can make it sound completely different, can't you?
Exactly what they did to you?
Exactly.
Okay.
Which I knew they were going to do something like that, honestly. I knew they would do it because she did it all the time. So they were just using her tactic.
I mean, I feel guilty even being here tonight because I just always feel like I always tell Angel, and
look who it is.
We talked about it today, like just ice them out. But then I feel like I don't want to abandon her.
No, Ange.
But then I feel like if maybe she'll follow my lead, because I can't stand to see them doing this to her anymore.
Well, I was gonna do that tribute thing to my father tomorrow. I won't do it on YouTube. You want to see it, everybody? I'm only doing family things, even about that on Patreon. I'm not doing anything on here anymore because
I don't
I
blame
feel
you.
bad because I there's a lot of good people on here, but there's just the bad are so bad. I've never seen animals like this. I've never seen this in my entire life. And like I said 100 times, I was raised by a gangster,
Yeah.
surrounded by gangsters, and I never saw shit like this in my entire life.
Yeah, but they want you to react though. That's what they want. They want a reaction from you because you react. Now they got another show.
I don't care. I don't
You
care.
know?
It's for the people. It's for the maybe 2 people or 10 people who are going to sit there and hear them say that I support neo Nazis.
All right. Well, I understand that. So let's just leave it at that. You know, I clarified what I said, and you don't support neo Nazis. And that's it. I don't think anything more needs to be said about it. I'm not a neo Nazi. I'm not a Holocaust denier. It's absolutely ridiculous. And
Yes, it is.
That's it. Nothing more needs to be said about it, really.
They're calling you a neo-Nazi?
Yeah. Neo-Nazi, Holocaust denier, because I got into historic figures and numbers and things like that.
Calling people a neo-Nazi, that's what the ultra left does in this country to try to silence them. But you got to look at the genesis. A lot of these podcasts is on Social Security. They're living in a basement, so they're already leftists, and then they're taking the propaganda of how to shut down opposition by trying to stigmatize them with a lie.
Yep, and it doesn't work anymore because they use it so much, calling people racist, anti-Semite, racist, neo-Nazi. You guys, the left overused it. It's not going to silence anyone.
Yeah, the word doesn't mean anything because they use it to such an extent to where it doesn't have the same meaning that it once did. I mean, Angel,
it worked at first.
You a neo-Nazi and you got a black co-host on here. Like, you got to consider the source at some point in time. Everybody's just not going to listen to these people because they're saying it. Most people do consider the source. Look at who you got talking about you. The bottom feeders of life.
Yep.
That's all you got talking bad about you was a bunch of bottom feeders.
But I don't even really understand what they mean by what does that mean, neo-Nazi? Someone that wants to be like a socialist? What does that mean?
I guess
a fascist?
A neo-Nazi is somebody that supports Nazis. What the Nazis did. I mean, that's what I think when I hear neo-Nazi. And I guess there are some wackos out there that actually do fantasy,
what do you mean?
Idolize Nazis and will say they were great people and good people, and they were just, come on.
So you're saying people that are fans of an historical event of what Hitler did 100 years ago? Because I can't wrap my head around what they mean by neo-Nazi.
And have that same type of belief.
Yeah, basically people who had that same Nazi ideology that Hitler had back. That's basically what they're saying.
Yeah, that to me, that's what a neo-Nazi is.
Yeah.
A neo-Nazi is someone that idolizes the Nazis and has the same beliefs that the Nazis had, the same hatred for Jews and
anybody that's not white. Yeah.
Couldn't think of the next word I wanted to use, but the
Eastern
Europeans.
What is Top G saying? 7 million Jews from starvation 18 years before Hitler became into power. Look it up.
Yeah, that's what my comment was. That it's 6 million. But if you read, there's all kinds of articles that said 6 million Jews are going to die from starvation in Russia, and what was some of the other articles about 6 million Jews in Poland? There's a bunch. It was just the 6 million was a number that was used for a long time. That was my point, and that's actually true. There's over 1,000 articles you can find on it. because it's a rabbinical number, I guess is what they call it.
I'm sorry. What did I miss?
No, I was just responding what top G meant by that.
Okay. What was that? Because I missed it. I'm
Now,
sorry. My
yeah,
daughter
that there was
just
a lot of
walked in.
articles before World War II that they used the 6 million number.
Yeah, but he's saying the Jews from starvation 18 years before Hitler came in.
And yeah, there were a lot of articles were saying that 6 million Jews are going to starve in Russia. That's what everybody's talking about, I assume. There was that whole, famine going on, and at that time in Russia.
So they took a historical event and then history, and somehow they twisted it to attack the angel. These people are sick.
Yes, yeah. It took me talking about history and twisted it around. Yes.
And that's what happened. We were talking about like history. He was explaining it. And of course today they had to twist it all around and he's a neo-Nazi.
Yep. I mean a lot more people died in World War II than that.
How many people did die in World War II?
I think all told about 55 million.
I thought 25 million alone in Russia. I think it was like over 100 million. My great grandfather was killed by a Nazi.
Yeah, that's range. Estimate that's from 35 to 85 million, with 50 to 56 million directly caused by the war.
Yeah, when my father they were in Italy and they occupied the town. My father was like 12 years old. His grandfather, it's my great grandfather. He was in the street and a Nazi soldier shot him to death.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Sean, do you hear anybody on here saying that it is right?
Yeah, no, they were bastards. Especially the SS and the Einsatzgruppen. They were the worst.
Enemies of humanity, enemies of the world, enemies of anything that's good and just in the world. And then to say that angels support that is just a sick lie.
I said this one guy stalked Angela's tweets from back in 2020 till today. Okay,
2019.
What happened? 2019. 2019. Okay, so if you stalked Angela's, you stalked mine as well. And so if you stalked mine, you know damn well that from back, I don't know how many years, I've always said I supported Israel.
Yes.
Those are my tweets.
Yeah.
How come you didn't bring that up?
Yeah, he didn't bring up my tweets about Israel either.
Oh, okay, exactly. Because Angela and I used to tweet the same shit. We tweeted the same stuff every single day.
Yep.
She tweeted it, I retweeted it, and vice versa. Anything, we always did the same, right?
That's right.
Yeah, Andrew, you've always been an adamant supporter of Israel.
Always. Always.
I
one of my closest friends
I don't think you need to
comes
defend
from
yourself
Israel.
and stuff like that. It's ridiculous. Just ignore them.
It's just like enough already. This.
I see no need to defend yourself with them. Let them say what they want. Just ignore them. Yeah, you know what your beliefs are. It's ridiculous what they say. It's better just ignore them. I'm telling you. If you
Have you been?
They're just gonna keep it going.
Have you been to Israel?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
I was there when I was in the Marines. Beautiful place. One of my favorite countries.
That's another thing, Elio. You're a Marine and you're an attorney, and then that drunk has the balls to talk bad about you.
Which one are you talking about?
Fiordolino.
Listen, we need to pray for Frank. I knew him when he was a kid, and when he was a kid, he was a nice kid. A lot of kids from Ridgewood were bullies and treacherous. He wasn't like that at all when he was a kid. He was actually a nice guy, funny. friendly, and just always like laughing and joking around. And I mean, I don't know why he's attacking me on the internet, but I mean, I
Oh,
hope he
because
straightens it.
oh, while you're here, I'll tell you why they're attacking you. Uh, in, including, I think, wasn't Nadeau one of them too? It's because of your challenge. Has anybody called you about that challenge yet, Elio?
No, nobody's called me.
Nobody's called about the
I
challenge.
got
How
the case of one in
come?
my office too. Nobody called me. No.
Nobody's called you about your the challenge you put up about my brother John. Not even Casparosa.
Wait,
Nobody.
I thought Jeff Nadeau was a big researcher. I thought he
Right.
was like the big voice of secret societies from his like farmhouse in York, Pennsylvania. I thought he was like this expert. He can't find one person. Jeff, well, Jeff, I got the wine for you. You know, he can't find one person. He's the big he's the new Jerry Capici, right? The big researcher. Yeah, the one with all the connections through the internet because all these weird people send him much information.
Exactly.
Yeah. So nobody. Jeff Nadeau. How come you didn't go for the challenge? You know what it is? Because these people really don't give a shit.
No, they don't.
They really don't give a shit. They
Yeah.
just want to stick with
They
what
just want
they
to get under
want.
your skin. That's really all they want to do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly
That's what it is. That's
They
It's
don't
all-
care about
it's
the
all
truth.
troll
They
tactics.
just want to yap 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 yap.
It's all troll tactics. That's why you got to ignore it. I'm telling you. You have to just ignore it. Don't feed the trolls. You know,
Pay
just
what you owe. Is
don't
this true?
talk about 'em, period.
Is this true? It's sad whether it's 6 or 4. It's insane also the 20 million Russians who died is less talked about. If people clip up, what people say about this is terrible.
Actually, I think it was more like 25 million that Stalin killed.
And nobody talks about that ever.
Because
I think the only place I think in the world is neo Nazis is Ukraine. Isn't there like a neo Nazi movement in the Ukraine or something?
yeah,
No idea.
that's who originally overthrew the government there. Yeah, it was actually originally they were neo Nazis who overthrew the government, and it's kind of odd that Zelensky ended up the president then. So who knows if they were actually neo Nazis or not? Because how did Zelensky end up being president?
We see all these pictures of like neo Nazis in the Ukraine. Like a lot of that's what Putin's saying that. Putin's saying that they're a huge percentage of their military young guys that hold those ideological beliefs.
Yeah, that's what they say. That's what they say. You know, the Azov battalion. You know, over there, but that whole all they did over there is they turned Zelensky into a dictator.
Let me ask you this, Parasite Slayer. A friend just texted me and said, Angel, when I Googled Nazi eagle, that eagle Parasite is using came up. Why would he even have that eagle? Why not the American eagle? Just my opinion.
Oh, that was
I think
that was just to screw with them. That's not a Nazi eagle though. It's a Weimar eagle. Tell them to look closer.
Yeah, look closer. It's not
The
a
Nazi
wide.
eagle actually holds a swastika.
Oh, the Nazi eagle holds a swastika?
Yep.
Okay, and your eagle's not holding anything.
Yeah. Look up if you look up Nazi eagle, look what the Nazi eagle's holding between its legs, between its talons.
And Nazism was real satanic. Weren't they into like the occult and like seances and numerology and?
Yeah, they were big into the occult.
Yeah, there was
that.
Madame Blavatsky. Madame Blavatsky was like the mother of the New Age movement. What she did was she combined Hinduism type of stuff and then packaged it for the Western Germanic mind. And they believed in evolution of the soul. And they also believe in evolution. And certain people are more evolved than others. And they took those New Age beliefs and they further mutated it. And they believe that some people are more evolved than others. And Madame Blavatsky's group, I believe, was the Fool Party was founded out of them, and that's how the Nazis were founded. So Nazism has a heavy type of spiritual influence that people don't realize, which I believe is satanic, 100%.
Oh yeah, no,
And
they're definitely big into the occult. They're crazy. Most of them. They're absolute wackos.
they were looking for secret knowledge to try to overcome their enemies. It was very demonic.
Yeah, they did that. I mean, they did some crazy experiments. And it's a good thing they didn't develop everything they were working on. We could end up losing that war. It's a good thing they had Hitler, actually, because Hitler was such a moron that he kept them from developing a lot of stuff that they could have won the war with. That's why we got all their scientists after the war.
A lot of them came to Queens. Operation Paperclip.
Yep, Operation Paperclip. Then
I think Jackson Heights in Astoria, like 30 of them moved there.
Yep.
Everything from learning how to teaching how a BMW plane works to nuclear technology to missile technology. Yeah, I think a few thousand Nazis were granted amnesty or asylum if they gave technology
like
over.
2,000 of them, all total, that came here. And then the U.S. and Russia were fighting for them, for the scientists. After the war, because they had some of the best scientists in the world. It's our whole space program. Pretty much was former Nazi scientists. Which I don't even shouldn't even call them Nazi scientists, because most of them weren't Nazis; they were German scientists. A lot of them were forced to work for the Nazis.
You're saying a lot of them didn't really believe what the government was doing; they just had to go along with it. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, like the military was 18.5 million people in the in the Wehrmacht, but there was only 1.5 in the SS. Most of the Wehrmacht, looked down upon the SS. They looked at them as pieces of shit, which that's what they were, most of them. Some were conscripted into the SS, but they weren't professional soldiers. The Wehrmacht were professional soldiers. They were fighting for their country. And both, didn't believe in. The kind of, got together to try to assassinate Hitler.
Excuse me 1 second, Parasite. Guys, I'm going to drop down. I'll be in the chat a little bit. It was nice talking to you guys.
Thank you.
Thanks
I'll talk to you later.
Wait, one thing, you want to confirm this? I just saw Dynamite said FBS failed to mention that you told Mark not to talk about that subject, but he wouldn't stop. Is that true, Ange?
That I said it?
No, me.
That you, yeah.
I told him not to talk about it, right?
Yeah.
What did he say? Didn't he go off and wasn't common sense on the screen still?
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, Dynamite. You're right.
Yep. Dynamite, thank you for that. There's so much goes on, you forget some things, but I just, I'm going to really try and just stick to my gut feeling and just ask them out, Angel.
That's the best thing to do.
That's it.
And I just read what Parasite. He's telling the truth. It's not a Nazi eagle. I don't know where they're getting this.
I don't know.
Somebody just texted me and said no. Somebody researched it, and that is.
I'm looking at it right now. This is their favorite website. How can they? It's Wikipedia of all places. It's a German code. It's the coat of arms for Germany.
It actually looks closer to the current German eagle than it does the Nazi eagle.
Yeah, the thing that he was saying, the Nazi eagle has the thing down below. It's shaped differently.
Yeah, it is, because I was shown it today. So you're right about that, Marla.
That's why I intentionally did it.
That literally took 5 minutes.
I knew somebody would say it was the Nazi eagle.
Yeah.
Hey, Maddie. How are you, Maddie?
Yeah,
all right, guys.
I'm surprised
I'll
it's someone that's actually friends with her saying it.
I'll talk to you later.
All right, Ange. Thank you.
Have a good night, Ange.
All right.
Love you
bye.
guys. Bye.
Bye. Love you
Good night.
too.
Love you.
Okay, so you picked that eagle on purpose for what reason?
Just because I knew they would say it was a Nazi eagle, just to make them look like idiots.
And the first night that you came on here, who
I
was
said it. I said it was a Weimar eagle.
exactly?
First time I came out here, I said, yeah,
'Cause I
someone
think
asked me
somebody
about it.
did ask you
I think
that.
Adam did, I think.
Okay. Was it Adam? No, it was somebody you were debating. Who did you debate again?
No, it was Adam.
No, it was Adam. Because the first time I was on here, when I was with Common Sense was on here, I had like someone with no face or something. It was like the first thing I clicked. So Adam made fun of my guy with no face. So then I was like, you know what, I'm gonna grab the eagle because let's see how many people say it's a Nazi eagle. Yeah, even after I said it was a Weimar eagle, I said people are still gonna say it's a Nazi eagle.
It literally says it right here.
Yeah,
That it's
I was gonna actually choose the German Republic eagle or the Imperial eagle, but they look closer to the Nazi eagle because the
you're
the feathers
looking
are
at
straight down.
yeah. So I just want to send this to someone who's insisting on that it is a Nazi eagle.
Who?
My God.
Tell them to click on the picture and don't just look
Scroll
at the
down. Scroll all the way down to the person I just sent this to too. Scroll all the way down.
Who?
God, every damn thing, every tiny thing has to be put under a microphone, microscope.
It's called witch hunting.
Yeah, no, that's insane that somebody's actually arguing that.
No, there are variants of this bird, this particular bird. The one that he's actually got up there, that like it says variant employed by institutions. They have these in their federal government variants of these birds. One of them of which he has up there, and they're it's literally not what they're trying to make it out to be. I'm literally reading it right here. You can see it, y'all. This isn't no secret thing. That's not a Nazi. That's not a Nazi.
No, and I have 2 other friends texting me right now saying that is not a Nazi eagle.
It's not a Nazi. I'm looking at it. I'm looking at Germany.
Yeah, they have Nazi eagles, I guess, where they have the swastika
Only
between their
obsessed
legs.
people know these things.
Well, no, that's what they're saying.
No, it's actually people that they're looking for what they want it to be.
I can't believe this. This is so simple. Oh my gosh. Okay.
So what is it saying?
I can't say the word, but Parasite said it earlier. It's the Federal Republic of Germany adopted is it Wingmare eagle?
Weimar. Yeah.
Weimar. Yes. So this has been their eagle.
That's actually the Weimar eagle. That's from Weimar Republic?
1950.
No, that's the Federal Republic eagle. That's the one later.
Oh yeah, the Federal Republic one. Yeah.
Actually, I think the Federal Republic one looks closer to the Nazi eagle than the Weimar eagle does, even.
It's in use from 1919 to 1935, and then it was adopted by the Federal Republic of Germany in 1950.
50, correct. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People, y'all love Wikipedia. How did y'all not see this? This is ridiculous.
It sounds absurd. It's 2024.
I mean, my gosh.
I mean, the fact that somebody's insisting on it.
No, because the person that's texting me is thinks that you're setting me up.
Holy shit!
For what?
Yeah, exactly.
For what? For what exactly?
I don't know.
Oh my God!
There is a lot of evil anti-Semitism in the world. It comes out of like extreme Islamic governments, like the Shiites in Iran and stuff like that.
Yeah, no, people are nuts.
This is nuts. I'm
At least,
literally
People are going to see what they want. They're going to believe what they want. That's why it's not worth. It's not worth it.
Yeah, you're right.
Is it from 1935?
1919 to 1935.
1919 to 1935.
Like you said, I even said it to Adam when I first put it up. Somebody would say it.
You did.
I did.
Yes. you
Even
did.
after I explained what it was, I was like, nope. Someone will still insist on it. But
Exactly.
that's why you got to ignore those people. It ain't even worth talking to them about it. You know, you have to ignore all of them.
Hold on.
Like whoever, I don't know who's texting you that, but that's like the type of person that I'm betting also sends you stuff that they say. You know, on their shows.
No,
And,
no, they don't. No, never. No, but I don't think that they. I just sent that Wikipedia thing. What's it called again? I just sent it to them and said, "Here, read this." It's not.
The problem is everyone has a voice on the internet and they use it to defame people, and they don't care what the truth is, and they just use it. They just accuse people of make false allegations to stigmatize them with no facts to back them up. Calling Angel a Nazi sympathizer is one of the most ridiculous, absurd allegations ever, and it's shameful. It's ridiculous.
It's actually null and voiding the word. It's taken away the meaning from the word. I mean, when you use it out of context like that, then it has no meaning.
I'm having a conversation, and meanwhile, I was muted. You know what it is? They want me. They want me to denounce a certain person, and I'm not going to do it. The more you want me to do something, the more I won't do what you are demanding I do, and I wasn't going to do it anyway.
That's what it all comes down to.
So because I won't denounce this person, they're saying he has shit on me.
Yep. That's exactly what it all comes down to.
Angel, I have to go pick up someone, so I'll talk to you guys later. I'm going to log off. Okay?
Have a nice night, Elio.
All right.
Thank you. Bye.
Good night, Elio.
But, you know, as soon as you did that, there'd be something else.
Yeah, there would be something else, is right.
Yeah, there would absolutely be something else because, you know, they have to keep you talking about them.
Marla, did you read that? Did you read it?
Yeah.
About the ego?
Yeah, the coat of arms it's a coat of arms of Germany.
So, okay, so why are they insisting it's from 1935?
Because it was used till 1935.
Yeah, so that's when it was, and then it was adopted by the Federal Republic of Germany in 1950.
Wait, hold on. I've got the camera on, and my daughter just went in there. Hold on, let me shut the camera off. Oh, come here. I'm trying to shut this off. All right. It's off, right? No, I'm videoing it. Why am I doing that?
Oh, I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, but I want to shut it off. Shut this off.
Mom,
all right, I have it. I got it. Hi, princess. My baby. Okay, so what did you say, Marla? Hello?
You want me to read that? What it was? You want me to read it again? It's all it is it says coat of arms, and then it says it was in use from 1919 to 1935. Those were the years it was in use, and then it was adopted by the Federal Republic of Germany in 1950.
Okay. So that's what that said, right?
Yes.
Oh, look. Parasite's now the butterfly.
That'll say I'm homosexual.
Now you have a butterfly. How
Yep.
sweet.
That'll be their next thing.
Now,
Oh,
there you
he's
guys
gay
go.
too. Him and MRE, they're both gay. We knew it. We knew it.
Hello. Hello. You want to say hi to everybody? Do you want to say hello to everyone? Oh, I love you. Okay, so now Mr. Butterfly. So, Mr. Butterfly,
It's a rainbow butterfly.
it's a rainbow butterfly. It's a beautiful butterfly. Okay, what does anybody know what else their complaints are? We already established that I was defending someone's wife. So what else is their complaints? What else are little Anthony's complaining about? Oops, give me that. Oh, you two don't even know.
No, I must have missed one hell of a
God bless you.
conversation.
God bless you. All of those zeros are nobodies. They have to constantly say the Gotti name because it's their only chance to get attention. Do you agree with Emma? Do you agree with that, Emma? Huh? Do you agree with that, Grandma?
These people shouldn't exist in the world, honestly.
Let me see.
Or at least your world.
Yeah, you're right.
Still beneath here.
Hold on. Let me see. And how about that Nadu is predicting what my brother's interview is going to be, his podcast. You have no clue. You have no clue. You know nothing about what it is. Maybe you saw the 30-second clip, 1 minute clip, whatever it is. I'm going to play that.
They're all going to do shows when that comes out. They're all going to do shows. Just brace yourself because they're all going to do shows when that comes out.
Because they all liked, everybody liked him until they didn't like Angel. Which YouTube don't run anyone. Oh, YouTube don't run anyone. Ice them out. Do interviews, the fun open panels and laughs we used to have. It doesn't matter. I'm telling you, it doesn't matter. I can do a ballet class or I can do the little pool with the baby. It doesn't matter. They'll find something. Oh my God. She has a symbol on the pool. She's a neo-Nazi. Yeah,
they don't really believe that you're going to ice them out. That's part of the thing too, because they know, like, you'll go a period without mentioning them, but then they know when they really want to get a reaction, they gotta hit deep. So they know if they say something that really is close to your heart that you're going to react. So they almost got you by the string in a way, because they know all they have to do is make it hurt, and you're going to respond. So it's
I want to ask the people in the chat, people that are here, what does that tell you when somebody has to stoop so low that they have to talk about a 7-month-old baby? What does that tell you? What do you think of that human being? What do you think of that person who does stuff like that?
Oh, my girl.
It's pathetic.
They're low rent trash. They're low rent trash.
But you know what? But then you jump on there and it works, and they're getting what they want. So that's why. Yeah,
that the ends justify the means to them, because they are getting what they want at the end of the day. So it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Yeah.
But damn it, Mandy, here. The last time Angel ignored for about 4 months and it didn't stop.
Oh, it's not going to stop overnight. No, because like I said, it's going to take time, and they're going to be relentless.
There's never a time where you 100% ignore them. I mean, ignore them like they don't exist. You got to do. Well,
let them do a show and don't even acknowledge that they did one that day. I mean, it's that type of shit that you would have to do over and over.
Yeah, that's how you have to do it. You got to not bring them up, not talk about them in code even. You know, not say, the Florida guy, can't talk about them, period. That's really the only way.
Yeah.
You can't talk about them, period.
Don't acknowledge any shows. I would even start kicking people out in the chat that was bringing over what they said to this show. We don't like when they announce other shows while we're live. We shouldn't like when they bring in drama from other shows.
Yep. And
Yeah.
anyone that texts you stuff, ask them not to do it. That's what you got to do.
I didn't hear you. What did you say,
People
Parasite?
that text you what's going on other shows, what people are saying, ask them not to text you. If they won't stop texting you stuff,
We're gonna go to
block
bed.
the person.
You tired?
Okay.
That's the only way it's going to stop. I can promise you that.
Grandma.
If you give any reaction, they're going to keep it going.
Mm-hmm.
When you give no reaction, it'll stop.
Yeah, but Parasite Slayer, it doesn't matter because if I'm going to tell you why. Because then they pick on the people who I bring up on the panel.
Yeah, well, they got to confirm too.
But I enjoy having you on here.
Oh,
with
it doesn't
us.
bother me what they say.
No. You're missing the point. See, we cannot say one word about any of them. But the fact that you're up here on my panel, that's a show.
Yeah. Well, let them have a show about it. But if they don't get any reaction, their show's pretty damn boring.
When they don't get a reaction, so that's why
they don't get a reaction. That's a boring show. Oh, you look at that, blah blah blah, and they get no reaction from it. It's like, oh, that didn't really work. But if they get a reaction of you talking about it, or even better for them, you jumping on their panel. You know how much that kid loved the fact that you jumped on his panel?
It gave him significance.
I already
your last name.
I swore on everything important in my life. I don't care if he says that my boobs are plastic and melting. I'm not jumping up on that panel ever again. Never.
Yeah, he loved the fact that you jumped on that panel. Loved it. And I kept getting messaged. I was like, oh, why? Don't tell me she's went on there again. I'm like, yeah, she did. I'm like, this kid is eating this up. And I'm sure the next day he talked about it, about how many times you came on, and he loved it. Actually, as a matter of fact, I know for a fact he said that.
I told you I only did it because of Angela.
His exact words were, this is one of the greatest shows ever.
This is the second time I ever did that, jumped on somebody's panel that I didn't like to defend Angela.
Yep. Yeah, the next day he called it one of the greatest shows in MobTube history or something like that.
Oh, please give me a break.
No, but he got somebody of your caliber on there. Simply because of your last name, you went on there. That right there empowers them. Because they got somebody with your last name giving them attention.
And they tried to turn it into donations. This is one of the greatest shows in MobTube's history. You people got to donate.
Never, ever, ever.
That's what it all comes down to.
Never.
Yeah, I mean, you got to stick to it. If you stick to it, I promise you.
I already swore.
In 30 days.
I already swore. It's never going to happen again. I don't give
talk
a shit.
about them. Don't acknowledge them. 30 days from now, they'll be fighting with each other, and they won't even be mentioning you. You watch.
Oh no, because that episode's going to drop by the 12th, so that's going to be it's going
to take more than 30 days because of your brother's podcast.
Yeah.
So,
well, like we brought out last night, I forgot about this. Like we brought out last night, Adam reminded me. You people don't have a clue of what went on with my brother. So quick to call him a rat, this and that. They never broke him. Get that straight through your heads. They tortured him. We couldn't find him for months. We had no idea where my brother was. We had to hire an attorney. And you could look her up and go ask her, Linda Sheffield, to find where my brother was. We had no idea where the hell he was. That's the games that they were playing with him, neglecting him. He had a severe kidney infection. We could not find him. Every time he got to a prison, put in that he needed to see a doctor. He got his head on the pillow. 2 hours later, they woke him up. Gotti, let's go. Put him back on the bus. That's what they did to him. Frank Fortellini, what did they do to you to get you to cooperate? How soon was it? How quick was it? Fiordolino, how quick did you cooperate in? All of you. Howie, how soon was it that you cooperated? I don't say a word about these people, but they have to still open up their mouths. And Jeff Nadeau, we know if it was you, before they even put the cuffs on you, you'd be spilling your guts out.
Yeah, I think
Some people they'd have to smack to shut them up.
And that's what these guys on here need, Angel. That's why not all of this is in vain.
You have content creators on here who went to the FBI, who went to police stations, who threw my name into it. A woman. They threw my name into it because they figured if they threw my name into it, it might bring a little attention to their case against another content creator. You did that. These people called the FBI on each other. Called the cops. It's unbelievable. I don't report them either. It doesn't matter if I do anyway. Nothing happens to them. I did like 2 years ago. Nothing ever happened. So I don't even bother. Let me see.
I don't know what this idiot Anduja is talking about.
Who?
Some idiot in the chat trying to
I
say
have a feeling I know who that is.
and that a German eagle is an insult to Italians and Italian Americans.
Are you an Italian American?
No.
Oh, so then it's not an insult to you.
Yeah, no. But me having a German eagle is an insult. Yeah, okay. That had to be one of the dumbest comments I think I've ever read. Yeah, there are sick people out there like that too that think anything related to Germany, is bad.
Okay, one of my closest friends' husband is German, so.
And I got Germans in my family.
We're bad people. We are bad people.
Not marriage, by blood. So y'all, they're not all bad people.
Yeah, and there are people like that out there in this world that think like anything related to Germans, period, is bad because of what the Nazis did.
Well,
the ones in my family made up for it.
Her husband's one of the best men I've ever known in my life. So kiss my ass.
The German eagle goes back to the Prussian eagle Anduja, you moron, which was from 1229.
What'd you say? I'm sorry. What did you say? It's hard paying attention to the panel and the chat. I'm
Whoever
sorry.
the idiot Anduja is, the German eagle is based on the Prussian eagle, which goes back to 1229. So.
Yeah. So, and what does that mean? It goes
back.
I
don't know. I don't know how that's an insult to Italians, but if it is, too bad.
Well, I'm Italian and I'm not insulted by your eagle. I think I'm more insulted by your butterfly. Because it looks like we have a woman on the panel.
Yeah. Someone said to put a butterfly up.
I'm only kidding. I'm only kidding.
I was like, all right, yeah, you know what?
Yeah.
It's actually
I'm
kind of
just
funny.
teasing.
No, I thought it was funny because they'll say that I'm gay.
Yeah,
now.
It is cute. It's cute. No, they just got into the Ravenites who fanboy outside while trashing the Gotti name. Make it make sense. I don't understand. I don't understand. And you know what? I spoke to Boston Jay once on the phone because Chicky called, made a 3-way call. Boston Jay wanted to speak to me. He was such a nice man. Really, really nice. how he can be like associated with all of this is like mind blowing to me.
Who's that? Boston J?
Boston J is like so surprising to me. You could be a part of this. You sit there,
I don't
you
know anything about
condone
him.
this behavior. You condone like a grown male going after a little 7-month-old baby, going after my daughter. You support all this? What the fuck did my daughter ever do to these people? Not a damn thing. Not a damn thing. Shame on you, Boston J. Yeah, a lot of content creators, Dynamite, deleted all their videos or put them all on private.
Where's Elio? This idiot keeps saying to ask Elio. So I'd love to ask Elio. You know,
Oh,
just
Think
let
real
me
long
see.
and hard,
I'll get him on
Parasite
the
Slayer.
phone.
You know
Hold
who that
on.
is. Think
Hold
real
on.
long and hard.
Wait,
I have no idea who it
let me
is.
call Elio. Hold on.
But yeah, he keeps saying to ask Elio. So I love to ask what Elio has to say about it.
Hey, Elio, everybody can hear you. I just want to know, I want to ask you a question. Were you insulted by Parasite Slayer's eagle?
I never saw his eagle.
His avatar.
The avatar I had.
I didn't see it. I didn't pay attention.
Oh, okay.
Are you insulted by the German eagle?
Are you insulted by the German eagle?
I didn't see the eagle. Want me to look at it and call you back? Tell you what I think.
Any German eagle, the imperial German eagle,
yeah,
the Weimar German eagle,
yeah,
not Nazi eagle. The Weimar
not-
eagle.
His avatar was
an
I,
eagle.
To be honest with you, I didn't pay attention.
Yeah, no, I know.
It was a Weimar eagle.
I know. He's in a cigar lounge. No, but in other words, it's not a Nazi eagle. Somebody in the chat is saying that a German eagle is an insult to Italians.
Plagiarism of
German
all married
Italians.
Yeah.
I don't even know what this means.
But
Your
they're the
eagle
ones that
is
are racist because now they're putting down modern Germany. Modern Germany, they're not Nazis anymore. That was a part of their history that they're ashamed of and they're embarrassed of. That was so you're saying it was an eagle from modern Germany?
No, it's from the Weimar Republic, but the modern
It was
German
from the
eagle is based on
Weimar.
that eagle.
It was from the Weimar Republic.
The Weimar Republic.
Yeah.
Okay, that was what? That was like during World War I and stuff like that.
After World War One.
It was after World War One. After the Nazis?
Before the Nazis.
Oh, before the Nazis.
After Imperial Germany. Imperial Germany is World War One. Weimar was
I don't know. Was Germany Italy's enemy in World War One? I don't even know. To be honest with you, I didn't pay attention to I didn't see what the eagle was.
Okay.
I'll
send you a picture.
Plagiarism of all.
Yeah, everybody can hear you. You're on speaker.
Okay, Parasite Slayer. That's obviously not his real name.
No.
So he would say to the world whether or not he's a Nazi or not. If he says no, you got to believe it. I mean, why would
Elio, you were on the panel with him. He said no.
Yeah, so take his word for it. Why would they make up allegations like that?
This person's saying that it's an insult to Italians.
Like the other individual they call Nazi. If he was, he would say it, but he's not. It's absurd.
Okay, but I just wanted to know if his eagle
is an insult to Italians.
Is an insult to Italians. I'm gonna send it to you. I'll send you a picture of the eagle. And
okay, you want to call you back in 2 minutes?
Yeah, that's okay. You can call me back. I'm gonna send you the eagle. All right.
Okay. Bye.
I have no idea what this person's even talking about. They got me lost on this one. Your eagle is plagiarism of all meridionali in Italia. The hell does that mean? Yeah, usually I have an idea, but nope, I'm lost on that one. And then said something else.
Okay, I sent it to him.
It's called a trinacria. I have to look that one up.
Space Kitty, I don't know what you mean by this. I have, like I said 100 times, I have a very, very dear friend who came from Israel. He's a citizen now, but his family, I became very close with his sister, and his family still lives in Israel. So I've always been pro-Israel.
Trinaki is the name for the kingdom of Sicily during the 1300s. Nope, don't know what that means either. All right, the dudes are you're just making up words now.
Who's doing it? What?
The person in the chat, they're just fucking around now. I'm convinced they're just making up words now. I thought they were serious at first, but no, they're just screwing around.
I'm sure there is folks willing to step in and take care of this light work. That's why your name is Jerk.
It's funny. That's good. Is that fish? Maybe that's fish.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that you, fish?
I told everybody, if fish comes in here, block him. Please don't block anybody else. Oh, Bruce City says, Elio has reminded me to do an examination. Oh, here he is. Hold on. Hi, Elio.
Hey, can you hear me? Can everyone hear me?
Everyone could hear you, yes.
Yeah. I don't recognize that eagle. But if it was the Weimar, I don't know if you call it Weimar or Weimar. I don't speak German.
Weimar in German.
I think that was wasn't that the republic that Hitler replaced? That was before Hitler.
Yes.
Hitler's the one who replaced that fag and made it into something and made it into the Nazi symbol. But I don't understand his intent in putting it up. I don't know if he's trying to say he's I don't know just what the purpose of it, but but I think that was Hitler's the one who replaced that with Nazism. So it was German culture before Nazism.
Right.
So and I don't really know much about the history of World War One.
No.
Or history of anti-Semitism during the Weimar Republic. I don't know any of that.
No, this is an anti-Italian.
Hitler was the Nazis were the ones who did all that despicable demonic stuff to the world, and So to be honest with you, I don't know much about the flag.
Oh, but it wasn't insulting to you, right?
I didn't see it.
Oh, okay. But I just sent it to
didn't
you.
Pay attention to it.
Okay. Okay.
I don't know the purpose of putting it up. Was he?
Yeah, he was breaking. He was breaking shoes. When the first time he came on here, he put that up purposely because he said that.
But look at who he's trolling.
But no, you're not.
The guys that claim they know about the mob when they know nothing and they have podcasts. You think they're gonna know European history? I don't think they can tell you about these guys. They're gonna know European history.
Got a point.
European history. He can't even get Wikipedia right with what he's saying. He's gonna know any of this stuff. I mean, I don't know. I don't know anything about what happened with the Weimar Republic. I'd have to research that.
Yeah, no, what he was saying is the reason why he put that avatar up, because the first night he came on, he purposely used that because he said they're going to say it's a Nazi eagle. So that's why he did that.
Them for their witch hunting. He's exposing them that they're looking for things. He's exposing that they want to see something negative without knowing the facts.
Right.
So that appears what he was doing. I didn't see it, and if I did see it, I wouldn't have recognized it. So I really don't know much about the Weimar Republic to be insulted, but I do know that Hitler replaced them, I believe, like 1933. But I mean, if he's trying to troll them to get them to say things just to show they don't know what they're talking about, I mean, I guess that's what he did.
That's right? What he did.
Exactly what I did.
That's exactly what he did.
And it worked.
It worked, even though I gave him a heads up.
With these individuals, they don't even know the genre they're trying to make a vocation out of. In the modern, they're going to know about European history. Come on, it's ridiculous.
Okay.
There's only so much Wikipedia they can look at in their mother's basement. You know,
This is true.
right? How much Wikipedia research what they're trying to do a vocation out of, which because they get everything wrong, most of them. So yeah, it's witch hunting, and they're looking for an excuse, and then they'll see something and they'll run with it just to have an opportunity. They want to see the bad, they want to see evil, and they want to falsely stigmatize people.
Thank you, Elio. Thank you.
You're welcome, Angel. I'll talk to you.
Okay,
all right,
talk to
take
you
care.
later.
Take care, everybody.
Bye, everyone. Okay, Parasite Slayer. So you have succeeded.
Seems that way.
Yeah, it seems that you have succeeded in your little game there.
Yeah, and somehow made someone that's Italian say that it's bad too. Insult.
This is the idiot causing the problems, Angel. This one right here.
Where?
I just put it up on the screen.
If you want to be bullied, wait, Parasite Slayer, if you want to be bullied, that is fine. Elio, no, and I know. He is
they're
awkward
just messing
to
around.
declare
Elio obviously didn't know.
Yeah, he is awkward to declare information of an origin of an eagle to be friends with you. Oh my God! What do you say to that, Parasite Slayer?
What was that?
What you can, if you can read it,
exactly. If you can read
you
it.
need to learn how to use some
bully, that
action
is
verbs,
fine.
sir.
Elio, no, I know. He is awkward to declare information on origin eagle to be friends with you. Oh, I guess Elio he's talking about.
Yeah.
Is that eagle better in Dusha? Like that eagle more? That's the Imperial German eagle.
Let me say. Oh, that's an Imperial one?
Yeah, that was before the Weimar Republic.
Okay, so let's ask. Little Anthony, does that eagle bother you? People are
Anthony?
so sick. Did you ever see the episode? A lot of these content creators on here remind me of the episode. Did you ever see the episode of the Twilight Zone, Little Anthony? When you have to, yeah, Little Anthony, you have to like tiptoe around him. You can't do anything that will upset Little Anthony because he will send you to the cornfields. You never saw that episode?
I remember the movie where the kid they had to tiptoe around, otherwise he like sewed the sister's mouth shut. And
yeah, it's kind of like that. It's an episode of the Twilight Zone, but
yeah, that was in the Twilight Zone, the movie. I remember that.
Oh, they did? They put that in the movie? I never saw the movie.
You never saw that? That was good. That was kind of scary.
Was it?
Yeah, he was an evil little sucker.
Yes. So you know who played him? Ron Howard played him, right? And like,
yeah, it must have been based on that episode then in the movie.
Yes, because one of the guests at their party was drunk, and they were all panicking. Okay, and sure enough, he turned the man into a jack-in-the-box.
Yeah, so it was just like the movie then.
Oh, so it was the same thing, right?
Yeah, same thing. Must have been just like the movie.
Oh God,
it's actually kind of fun now.
It is fun, right?
Yeah. See, now I can
see. Yeah. I always start out start out upset, and then.
Is that what bothered you in Dusha? That's a Prussian eagle. Yeah. How about that one?
Well, how do you pronounce that name?
What, Prussian? Oh, Indusha? Oh, I guess that's how you say Indusha.
Oh, so you're just saying that, okay.
I think that's what their name is there, isn't it? Indusha? N-D-U-G-A?
I don't know how to pronounce that.
Looks like Indusha to me. I don't know.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Let me see. Let me tell you something. I just seriously Parasite Slayer, do you have any brothers and sisters?
Uh, my brother passed away.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm sorry.
he was younger. So no, not yeah. It's just the one. I just had the one brother.
Oh, so you don't have anybody else.
Yeah, brother and sisters, no, currently,
Okay.
no, it's just the two of us.
It was, oh man, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, yeah, it was a while ago.
Okay, but it still bothers you, right?
Oh, of course, of course,
Mhm.
of course. Yeah, we were 2 years apart. My younger brother.
See, that's why you can never let anybody ever know who you are because they will make memes about your deceased brother.
Yeah, they could. I mean, wouldn't bother me honestly.
That's how sick some of the people are on here.
Yeah, no, they are. They are. Yeah, but yeah, that I mean, those memes were just that was just horrible.
Oh, those memes, yeah, they were really bad.
Yep.
They're really, really, really bad. Yes, they are. Um, let me see. I'm sorry, everyone. A. Ramondi says you can disagree with someone without acting like a cool degenerate. Ramondi, where have you been?
Well, they got tired of the whole genre. Like I think a lot of people did.
Yeah, I'm curious where he's been. Let me see. Hey, Nitro,
That's the
how are
first time
you?
I'd seen Ramondi in a while.
Yeah, I haven't seen him in a while. Okay. They do said he holds no ill will for the Gotti, but he attacks people that like your family and defend your family. Believe me, I know. Believe me, I know. He's full of shit. I always catch him in somebody else's show talking, bad about someone in my family. Always. And I just happen to come across it and I see him. And I'm still waiting for him to answer when he told that person and he told the people watching that he knows for a fact that the Gottis pay people to say nice things about them. And I'm still waiting for that answer of who does that and where's his proof that we do that. Any Gotti.
They do. He doesn't
Yeah.
have any. What proof? He doesn't
Yeah.
have. He just says stuff.
He just says stuff exactly. What they are doing is clearly slanderous. They think the First Amendment will cover their asses. It won't. Listen, Adam came on here and told everybody just because you put in your little ticker down here, this is for entertainment purposes only. It's not covering you. That doesn't work. You know what? This is so true. That's right. They were calling Candace
You played that
Owens.
on here. Remember, I
Yeah, I
gave you the
played that
video?
on here. That's right. That's right. The coach says history buffs run out and get Hitler tats. And oh, shut up. Do you have a Hitler tattoo?
No, I have one tattoo.
Don't tell them what it is.
It has nothing to do with Hitler, Nazis, or anything like that.
Excuse me. Okay. excuse me. It's crazy to think we all have the same hardships, same problems, same worries for our children. It's not a white or black or religious or man woman issue. We all want the best for the future of fam.
That's true.
Very true.
That's absolutely true. That's
Very
why they want.
true.
That's why they want to divide us. The politicians. That's why they have race baiters and stuff.
So yeah, what are your thoughts on that?
They've been race baiting for years, and they want to divide us. That's. I mean, the Democrats are more guilty of it than anyone, in my opinion.
Okay, now why I keep asking people this. Why would they want to divide us? For what reason?
To keep in power, to keep control over us, so we don't vote them all out. So we don't all
Sure.
get together and vote them all the hell out.
Okay.
That's why. Keep us divided, keep us fighting with each other, and keeps one of them at least stays in power. Imagine if everyone woke up at the same time and all said they're all no damn good.
Yeah.
Because that's really the truth of the matter. Of course, I always vote. I always vote Republican, but a lot of times it's the lesser of two evils.
Yeah, I used to be a Democrat. Then no, I'm sorry. I used to be independent, and then but I hate to admit this, but I did vote for Obama.
I've always voted
I
Republican
know, I
every
did.
election.
And then I became a Republican.
Yeah, even Perot.
Conservative.
I voted for Bush. It's because I saw Perot was taking votes away from Bush and was going to put Clinton in the White House, which is exactly what it did.
Really?
My opinion, yeah.
You voted for Bush. Did you like Bush? I never liked Bush.
No, I didn't like either Bush. Bush, Clinton, they're one and the same. I mean, the last president I really liked was Reagan.
Yep, my year. That's what. Yeah.
Yeah, I felt so
I love
sorry
Reagan.
for him.
Everybody loved Reagan.
Yeah, that was the last president I really liked. I think that's the last president that wasn't part of the Bush Clinton cabal.
Yeah.
I think Trump's part of it too, honestly.
Why do you think that?
Because Trump talks a big game, but if you really look back, what did he really do? Yeah, he did good for the economy, but did he dismantle the swamp in any way? No, nothing. Did he get the lifelong bureaucrats out? Nope. Did he get new pro 2A laws passed? Nope. And he could have. We could have had national carry. We had the votes, but he didn't push for it. But after the Vegas shooting, he certainly pushed the ATF to try to ban bump stocks, which is absolutely stupid.
I don't know what a bump stock is.
A bump stock allows you to bump fire a rifle so that it fires faster. It's nowhere near the speed of full auto.
Okay.
It's very hard to control. They claim that he was using bump stocks in that shooting. If he was, I mean, less people died because of it, because it's so damn inaccurate to try to shoot with a bump stock. But you don't need a bump stock to bump fire a rifle. I could do it with my belt loop. I could bump fire a rifle.
Okay.
It's just basically you just let the recoil of the rifle just hit against your finger is what you're doing. Instead of pulling the trigger.
Oh, okay.
But Trump pushed the ATF to ban them. So all these people that spent all the money on bump stocks all of a sudden were felons.
Are you serious?
Hey, even though there was no law passed, just an ATF rule. And now the Fourth Circuit, I think it was the Fourth, ruled that it was unconstitutional. Another circuit ruled it was constitutional, and the Supreme Court still hasn't taken up the case, even though we have a split circuit.
Shoot.
So,
how do you feel, Marla?
About what?
What Parasite Slayer is saying?
I don't know that much about guns. I just know you shouldn't come to my house uninvited or unannounced.
No, but I don't mean that. I mean what
Oh,
he
as far as
said.
his
Yeah.
accomplishments, I mean, I agree with it to an extent. I mean, at the same time, when you got 4 years and you're being hit with ridiculous lawsuits about an election that he wasn't supposed to, I mean, I think he did the best he could with the time he had. You just can't fix everything. It took them 40 years to do compounding dumb laws on top of dumb laws. I mean, it just takes time to get that through. And when they're distracting you left, right, and sideways with dumb shit, I think he did the best he could with the time he had.
Yeah, he had a lot of distractions. I'll give him that. I was most disappointed with him with not passing national carry. He ran on a platform of being pro 2A, said how his sons, got him into shooting and everything. I know his kids are big into, firearms. I actually know a guy who sells a lot to his son, Eric. Yeah, he's got some cool full auto stuff down in Florida there. Expensive full auto stuff. But Trump, never seemed to push any agenda to pass any pro 2A legislation.
Do you think that it was because of everything that was going on, like COVID and stuff?
No, I think he's just I mean, yes, ultimately, yes, that it turned into a shit show. So
Right.
he did lose, 2 years of his presidency there.
Exactly. That's how I feel.
So do I think he would have done it though? No, because we didn't have the votes by then either. When he had the votes is when it should have happened.
Yeah.
The other thing I don't like about him, he's a typical Democrat when it comes to spending. He has no he doesn't give a shit about the budget. Budget means nothing. So he will just spend, spend, spend. But at least he cuts taxes. But when you cut taxes and keep spending, things turn out really bad eventually. At least you're supposed to. I don't know. Somehow it seems like Japan's been doing it for a long time. Spending way more than they have, and we've been doing it for a while now too. So I don't know if there's going to be a reset button pressed at some point or
Mhm.
what. Not the great reset like that crazy conspiracy.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just talking between nations. Like, all right, you owe us this much, you owe us that much. Let's just all reset because everybody owes everybody, it seems.
I remember who was it? Alyssa Milano on Twitter said, "So just print more money."
Yeah, let's print more money. And that's where you end up with high. That's what we did.
Really? She said
That's
that.
exactly what we did, though.
Exactly.
That's what Trump did. That's what Biden did. We just printed more money. And look what happens when you do that. You end up with high inflation and they devalued dollar. And then the Federal Reserve dumping all kinds of money into the markets. Yeah, it's propped up the stock market, but at what cost? It's driven up the price of everything else too. So I mean, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard to unwind everything that they did, since really since 2008, but especially since COVID. Yeah, the federal government's dumped so much money into the economy that they got to start pulling it back out, and it's gonna hurt when they do. Yeah, we really in 2008 we should have just suffered back then instead of having the bailouts that they had.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
I feel we've just been delaying the inevitable. We're going to have a really bad recession, if not a depression, and we've just been avoiding it by printing money
Oh,
and
so
doing
you
stuff
feel
like
like the
that.
stock market really is going to crash?
Absolutely, it's got to. It's never done this before ever in the history of the stock market, and the reason is because, in my opinion, the Federal Reserve, has had up to $9 trillion invested into the markets. They still got 7.5 trillion invested. Back in '08, when they started the quantitative easing, it was 2 trillion. They never did this before. Put money into the markets like this to prop. It's basically just propping up the markets. Now they're supposedly starting the quantitative tightening, which they pulled 1.5 trillion out, and they're supposed to pull another at least 5 trillion more out of the market. So let's see what happens when they do that. Yeah, I don't know if that money could be, if there's money on the street to replace that Federal Reserve money. In which case, the markets are going to crash. Combined with everything else. The economy in general is just, it's not really great, the economy right now. People are working, but they're not making more money, and the price of everything's gone up. How long can that go on for?
Yeah.
So yeah, I think the crash is coming, and it's not going to matter who the president is when it happens. Yeah, I just don't want Biden to get back in there because I'm worried about Justice Thomas.
Why? What about Justice Thomas?
He's getting up there in age. God forbid something
Oh, I
happens to him
know.
and
I
Biden
know.
replaced him instead of Trump.
I know.
That would be horrible.
Maybe he'll wait.
Losing the best justice, on the court.
How old is he?
Yeah, he's not that old, but he's the oldest. I don't know. He's got to be up there. Because that was Reagan that put him on the court, right? Remember those hearings when they tried to destroy that poor man?
Y'all remember what they did to him?
Yep. Yeah, he's 75 years old.
Oh, wow.
So he's getting up there.
Oh, wow.
So I think Scalia was younger than that when he allegedly died of a heart attack.
Yeah. What do you mean allegedly?
I don't know.
Oh.
You're on the blacklist, y'all. Y'all better stop.
Scalia was older. He was 79. There's theories that Scalia didn't.
Yeah, I don't believe none of that.
It was a little
I'm not
odd.
a conspiracy theorist. Like, I need to see proof. I said this so many times. I don't like gossip magazines and rumors. I want to see it. I want to see the proof. I want to see the actual video. I want to see the actual pictures. I want to see it.
A lot of conspiracy theories have been proven to be true, like MK Ultra. Jesus, I can't think of the name right now. During the Kennedy administration, Operation Northwoods. Yeah, where they wanted to actually crash a plane with people on it and blame it on Cuba.
Oh, wow.
Kind of like what they did on 9/11.
Wow.
Yep. Yeah. Kennedy nixed Northwoods.
Hate
And
this.
look what happened to Kennedy.
Yeah. See, I read something the other day. Something about not okay. I have to remember now. Who was it? I think it was a video. It was a video my kids sent me. And it was, let me say, shoot. Where someone said to Trump, you promised that you were going to release the JFK documents.
Yep.
And
Never did.
yep. And he said,
that was disappointing too.
Yeah, but he said, if you saw what I saw in those documents, you would have never released them either. Isn't that,
you know what?
Isn't that like
the law says they're supposed to be released? Everyone's dead that was associated with it. So there's no reason really not to release them at this point, other than they're covering something up.
I was about to say, could there be information in there that if it got out would be more useful to our enemies than our constituents?
No, I don't know if it's that. I think it's that the American people would probably lose a lot of faith in their government.
Oh, well, we're already there. We're there for the most part.
No, but I think that's why he I don't know if any president's ever going to release them.
Yeah. Well, it's like Carter was supposed to release stuff on UFOs and never did.
But so was Trump. Trump was too.
Yeah, Trump was too.
What if people aren't ready to hear this type of truth?
So then
I'm just
don't read
saying.
it.
Yeah, well, but there's the thing. Once it's out there, it's out there. They're going to at some point hear it or come across it. Like, what if people aren't ready for the kind of truth that comes out in these documents? Do we really want to live in that kind of world? I mean, it's already going to hell in a handbasket. Do we really want to add fuel to the fire?
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, but I'd be curious to know what they know about all these, you know, foreign objects, whatever they call them now. It's not UFOs anymore, but you know, aerial phenomenon, whatever they call them now. Yeah, to keep finding these things flying around and have no explanation for it.
Yeah, see, I'd rather know about the JFK stuff.
Yeah, I like to know about both of them.
Yeah,
Like
but
if
if we had a
if there's an
choice,
alien race here, they're gonna kill all of us. I'd kind of like to know that.
We can't stop it. I don't know if I want to know.
Well, at least then you could just say, yeah, screw it. I got a year left. I'm doing whatever the fuck I want.
yeah, you think so?
Oh,
I
if I
want
knew,
to.
if I knew like aliens were gonna come and enslave us or kill a bunch of us in the next year, then yeah, I would just do whatever the hell I wanted.
This is how I grew up. This is what I knew growing up. This is what I was. What we believed. Okay, was that our our own government killed him. Number one. Number two, Marilyn Monroe did not commit suicide.
Yep, I believe both of those.
Oh, you do.
Yep.
I think everybody believes that, Angel. Everybody
Oh,
knows.
so
Yeah.
everybody believes that?
Yes.
Yeah, I think I've
Pretty close to it.
at least part. Yeah, our CIA was definitely behind it. That's because he nixed Northwoods and the Bay of Pigs and all that. The CIA hated Kennedy.
Did they really? See, I never knew that the CIA hated him.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, Kennedy. He was the one that pulled the military support for Bay of Pigs invasion.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a CIA operation. He was also the one that the CIA.
Why did he do that? Why did he pull it?
The support for Bay of Pigs? I think did not escalate things with Russia.
Okay.
I also don't. I think he also didn't believe in it either, that they could actually pull it off. That was another part of it.
I remember when Kane Shades. I don't know if I should say the other person's name, so I won't. But they did a stream on that, the Bay Pigs and everything, and it was it was really good. Do you remember that?
That was a Cuban B, wasn't it?
Yeah, I didn't want to say it.
Gosh. Well, no, Cuban B's very knowledgeable with that stuff. They did.
Yes, it was very
It was good.
interesting. It was
Did
very
one on
good.
the Bay of Pigs, and they also they do another one on
Yeah, and then they quit. They
Cuban guy out of
stopped.
New Jersey.
They stopped. I was
I
disappointed
don't know what
that they
happened.
stopped.
Yeah, they did.
They were taking a break. They were going to take a break for a little while, but it was so good. I wish they would have
It was good.
continued that. Yeah.
Both of them were very informative. Cuban
Yes.
B knows his stuff when it comes to human
Yes.
history there and all.
Yes. And Kane Shades as well.
Yeah, I don't know why they stopped. I never did ask them. I'll have to ask
Uh-huh.
Cuban B next time I see him. Why they
Yeah,
stopped.
I have to ask. I'll ask Kane Shades.
Yeah, but they did 2 episodes. I think it was the 2 episodes they did. Yeah, I can't think of the guy's name. He's from New Jersey, wasn't he? The Cuban, the Cuban guy from New Jersey. Was it Battle? I think it was Battle.
Okay.
They did an episode on Jose Miguel Battle. Cuban Mafia, they called it.
That's my ice maker.
But, they were both good episodes. Wonder if he still has them up.
I don't know. I was just thinking the same thing. I wonder if he still has them up because I'd like to watch that again.
Yeah, I would like to watch that. So that was a while ago they did that.
Jennifer, if you this is you. Oh, and says, honestly, I don't care what complaints they have. Enough is enough. I agree.
Yep. But actually, I gotta get going because I do want to actually watch that. I'll fall asleep to watch it probably about 10 minutes because I was up late last night.
Very
Uh,
good. I
but
appreciate
I
you
hope I
coming on.
clarified everything, and hopefully you can ignore these people.
Yes.
Yeah, like I said, don't talk about them. Period. Don't even use code to talk about them. And
Okay.
trust me, 6 weeks from now, things will be better.
We'll just
Yeah,
stay. We'll just stay on Patreon.
yeah, or do that. But don't do that because
I
then they're
know.
like
I'm
chasing
only
you off.
kidding. I'm
Yeah,
only
no,
kidding. Yeah.
just ignore them. Don't talk about them. Period. End of story. Don't go on their shows. Don't
Yeah.
post about them. 6 weeks from now, things will be different.
All right.
Trust me. And I know how trolls work.
Thank you.
Have a
All
good night,
right.
Parasite.
Have a
Thank you
good
so
night.
much, Parasite Slayer. Thank
No
you
problem.
coming
Good.
on.
No problem. Good
All
night.
right. Good night.
Bye.
Good night.
I know after he leaves, I'm going to remember something that I wanted to ask him.
Did you have a clip you were going to show tonight?
Yeah, I'm going to show the clip right now. Hold on. Hold on, everyone. This is a little snippet of my brother John and Berna's. This is just a little tiny snippet. And the people who are predicting what they're going to hear, I wouldn't take bets on it. Can you see that, Marla?
Yes.
Okay. Maybe I should mute myself.
Persecuted man or accused organized crime member, OC guy accused, I say, in history. Because from stop to start, 37 months, 5 indictments. I've never seen it.
Insane.
I've never heard of it. And again, I've paralegaled all the cases. I've been doing this now since my 20s. My first trial, I was 22 years old. And I was on trial since I'm 22 years old. I had many cases. I had 9 indictments in my life, but 5 in 37 months. From stop to start, 5 federal indictments. Okay. And I've never seen that. And we put that statistics, I put it in the back of my book, that in that course of those trials, that they used, I believe, 17 assistant U.S. attorneys, 17, 100 cooperating witnesses, and they forgave 110 murders. Okay, I am the most persecuted man or accused.
Angel, are you still there?
Yeah, I was muted.
Okay.
So now what do you think about that? That up until A-Light came along, and he's a pathological liar, but they forgave 110 murders just to put him in prison.
Sounds more like a personal vendetta than it does actual, law enforcement. That's just a personal opinion, though. I know I'd feel some type of way if one of my relatives were murdered, and I'm being told that, well, in comparison to who we want behind bars, that you're not going to see justice. I don't know.
Well, I'm sure that he's going to maybe he'll get into the whole Gravano thing.
It's almost like they're saying your family member doesn't matter as much.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's kind of what I'm alluding to, without just. But that's what it kind of comes off to. Like your relative doesn't matter; they don't count. Oh well. I don't know. It's kind of a smack in the face on top of what you've already gone through.
And then you go through all of that, and then you have, people that will turn around and say, "Oh, he's a rat." Really? I'll tell you one thing. There's not a person in my life, well, besides my kids, besides my son and my daughter, there's no other person in my life that I am more proud of than my brother John. And I say that all the time. All the time.
I think that's sweet, and I think it shows, and he appreciates it
Oh no, he
when he
does.
talks about that sandwich. I mean,
Yeah, no, he
he
does.
does.
He
He
does.
appreciates it.
Yes, he does. Let's this. You should play videos defending your brother yeah, no, I remember. I used to do that. Listen, people, I know there's some people that haven't been here from the beginning, so a lot of them don't understand. They just hear one person say something and they don't understand the whole history here. But I showed all those things already. This is going on for 2 years. So there's been like peace for what? Like a year now, Marla? Maybe a
Yeah,
year now.
yeah.
He and I were killing each other for I think over a year. I'm not sure. And then we just said, you know what? I'm I don't talk about you, don't talk about me. Like and I haven't done that. Now all of a sudden, like the past month or two, now you're starting slowly, to start with me again. For what reason? I defended your wife. What the fuck is wrong with you? Like, for what reason are you starting this up again? I don't get it. I just don't get it. I mean, there were accounts in his chat. Like, if I went into the block list right now and showed everybody the names that's in there, um, with people's wives and people's girlfriends' names in the block list, because we here in this chat we don't allow that. But you go back and look, and how you pull up somebody and put it up on the screen, Frank Gotti's mini bike. Like, that's all I could say. I'm so tired of this. And as of right now, it's 12:27, and it is my father's 22nd anniversary of his death. So when we end this, maybe I'll play a video or two.
Do you have the shorts still?
Do I have what do you mean shorts?
Like there's one where he's walking out of the house, and then there's one where the reporter guy is kind of being
Oh yeah, I have those little
fresh.
things. Yeah, I have those little things. Angel, that guy Eddie Franco said it perfectly last night about your brother. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. And John is still a strong bull. Yes, he is. Angel, I love you for defending me, but it's no longer needed. Exactly, Ange. That's true. That's what I said before. Like, that's it. Let them say and do what they want to do. We'll just like everybody, just take notice of what it is that goes on. Like, what goes on for no reason at all. This is what they'll do. They'll attack and make up rumors about a 7-month-old baby. Sick, so sick. Oh, look, Nitro says it's sick and disturbing. So, how was your weekend, Marla?
It was good.
It was good. You had company come?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we had a good time.
Why is somebody asking if that's the real Tony Silo?
Oh, I didn't see him in here tonight.
Yeah. Is that the real Tony Silo? Was Tony Silo here?
I didn't see him.
Oh, Heather Diane says they threatened to call the FBI and Homeland Security on me because I like I like people that they don't like. They, you know what they used to threaten me? They were going to the newspapers. They were calling Jerry Capici. They were calling everybody and everybody. They were going to call because whatever. You know what? It can't even come out of my mouth anymore. It's so played out now. Okay. Parasite Slayer, I have nothing against you. However, transparency.
That was the whole Eagle
Oh, that's right.
comment. Yeah.
Wyatt Earp is 80% Irish. Good for you. So Wednesday, I'll remind everybody before then, but everybody check it out. Check out that interview.
Is there a certain time or is just starting then?
Yeah, I have to. They changed the date. I want to make sure they didn't change the time. Hold on. Where is he? Oh, shoot. Here it is. Okay. Yeah. So it's Wednesday at 3:00 in the afternoon.
Okay.
That's when it is. Wednesday. You know what? I have to send this to Adam. Okay, I have to send that to Adam. So I'll keep that up there. Okay, so anybody else want to talk about anything?
What else is going on?
I don't know. I don't know what anybody else wants to talk about. Let me read some of these comments, but I'm behind.
I can check the internet and see what's going on.
Yeah. Taylor Crane says, Parasite, I think he's confused. He might mean the SS Italian volunteer sleeve eagle. Hi, George. How are you? Good to see Epic Marla here tonight. Yes, it's old. I told Marla, I miss you. I don't like doing this without you.
And again, I miss one show and I miss everything. I'm not totally. I mean, was it for the most part a drama-free show? And then you guys just had this conversation and then out of nowhere, then they started posting this, or?
Oh, no. It's not that it was drama-free. I was just explaining, like what happened, why I went up there, because the guy from the UK kept insisting that Angela said something about somebody else's wife, which she never did. So, and I jumped up there and I told him, that's not true. And we were arguing and he was insisting that it was true, that she did do that. And I said, no, it's not. And now there's 3 other people there, 2 on the panel, I think, and 1 in the chat who's insisting, they're saying, oh, I remember something like that. Yeah, she did do that. No, she didn't. And I was explaining that from day one, when that rumor came out, Angela always said, I don't believe it. So she did always say that. And when I told him that's not true, it was another content creator who did that. He's talking about a tweet, right? Twitter.
Yeah.
And then he's like, "Oh, that's right." So here you are insisting that it was Angela. You were arguing with me, and then you realized it was somebody else who did that. And then, it just escalated from there. Then I think I jumped off, but then they started with something else. So then I jumped back on, and then I jumped off again. It went back and forth for a while, and then they started on. It seems to really bother the UK guy that I have Parasite Slayer on, or we have Parasite Slayer on. It really, really, really bothers him. And so I just found that very odd. I find that odd. I don't tell people who they can and cannot have on their panel. And whoever they're going to have, I'm not going to go like, okay, let's think. Jeffney Do had Gravano on, right? Yeah. So I didn't like it. I didn't like that he only asked him scripted, pre-approved questions, but I didn't do a whole show about it and then start doxing Jeff Nadeau's family members and start putting his family members down. You understand?
Yeah.
Right. That's the same situation. Because everything that I do seems to bother these other people, these content creators. Every single thing I do bothers them. And meanwhile, it's none of your damn business what I do and who I put on here.
Kim's Trippin wants the link.
If you're spending lots of money on your lotions and creams for your...
Kim's Trippin.
Go ahead, drop it.
Okay.
I hope she has a better connection than she did last night. Kim's Trippin came on last night.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she was here last night. Did you drop it?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, let me get this comment off. We missed Marla. Angela, I can close my computer and it all magically goes away. That's how the internet works. It's just not worth it. It's not.
Yeah. Honestly, that's what it's like for me.
Who's your name? Oh, that's what happened. Then he started just started badgering me about other things, and I said to Angela, I should have shot myself in the head instead of going up there. Like, I'm so mad at myself. I should have just shot myself in the head. She goes, I agree.
So it went from the whole one situation with the wife, then it stopped, and then they brought up something else you were doing that you came back on.
Yeah, and messages and text messages and what do you think this is? I said, is this from this person? And they said, no, it's from that person. So then why am I going to condemn the other person? Do you understand?
Yeah.
It was ridiculous.
So it was basically
going on and on and on. And then he was getting so mad, he cursed out Maureen because Maureen told him to drop the link. I think I don't even remember if Maureen was up there first and then I jumped up. Yeah, I think that's what happened. And he started yelling like at Maureen that she's an angel apologist. She defends me. She's this, she's that. It was like, oh my God, what are we in the Twilight Zone? It's unbelievable. And it just got worse and worse. And then Common Sense, who hates my guts. And to me, he's just so disrespectful. He's a disrespectful punk in plain English. The way you talk to people that are older than you. You weren't raised with any manners, that's for shit sure. And him fighting, him yelling. Oh, it was a mess. But like I said, I told Angie I should have shot myself in the head first. And she said I agree.
Wait, so this all stemmed from the show that you went on where Victoria yelled in the background, correct?
No.
Oh, so you've gone on there.
Oh, he
twice.
continued. Exactly. He continued.
Okay.
He continued. That's what he does. He continued because that wasn't good enough for him. So the next day, the thumbnail with the, who knows what he had. I don't even remember what his thumbnail was. And I wasn't even watching him. Like I wasn't listening or watching him or anything. Somebody told me. And so that's when I went and I said, oh, they're talking about Angela. Now he's talking about it. He's accusing her of something she didn't do. So, yeah, I was definitely going to defend Angela. Hi, Kim.
Hi, girls. How are you?
Are you sitting outside in the dark?
I am outside. Yes, it's dark, but I have a little surprise for you that I would like to share. But before I do this and show you what it is and explain what it is, this is something that I do either in honor of people that have passed away, or if I find that I'm holding on to like negative energy that I want to release out, get it out, So this is going to be a tribute to your dad. And as I release it, and once you see what it is, anything that you kind of want to say, even in just privately moment between you and your dad, this is for him. Give me a second to get it ready so you don't see the whole.
Yeah, oh, thank you.
Well, don't thank me yet. Don't thank me yet. But hang on a second. I find this very cathartic in a sense. I do this a lot. And it's very helpful. It just takes a second to get it ready, and it's just going to take
Okay, don't worry. Take your time. Take your time.
All right. But that goes for anybody in the chat as well. If you find yourself in the same kind of situation and, maybe it's a little different, but maybe something is weighing you down and it's time to let it go. And maybe you're struggling with how to do that. This is like a physical thing that you can see. And you just kind of release those negative thoughts and energies. And I believe in that sort of kind of foo-foo shit. Whatever helps make you feel better, right? So
yeah. Wait, Edwin says, Miss Angel, they are just triggered because you are giving platform to Parasite Slayer. They want the same attention. That is all. Well, then I'll drop the link and they can jump on anytime they want instead of doing bitch shows. They could come up here and we could discuss it and talk it out. But they won't do that. And thank you, Edwin.
That's the mature thing to do.
That's the mature thing to do, exactly. Well, what is that?
This is called a Chinese lantern.
Oh.
Yeah. So they're not illegal in Ontario. In Alberta, they are because the risk of forest fires is incredible. But these are meant to go for a certain amount of time. 1 second, the wind is kind of catching me off guard here. And then they burn out, so they can't possibly even burn. It was not windy until I tried to start to do this. So.
Oh, that's so nice, Kim.
Because I've lit off so many of these and they've ended up in trees and on top of someone's house. Didn't work out quite the way I wanted it, but if you get over, well, like I said, that's how I know for a fact they don't start fires.
Oh wow! So what's inside there? A candle?
No, it's like a little piece of like filament sort of thing that only burns for 10 minutes. It releases very high up into the air. And before it comes down, it distinguishes itself. And therefore, and this material is actually flame retardant. I know, funny word, but it's true.
Wow, yeah.
So now the wind's going to catch up and that could change things, but I'm going to try my best to...
So,
sorry.
Look, so how big is that? I can't figure out the size.
It's about 2 feet, I guess.
Wow.
Yeah, like imagine giving a really big bear hug to like my dog.
Yeah, okay. So what you do is now you release that into the air?
Yeah, so what happens is it will fill up with enough helium to take off if the wind doesn't screw with it, because sometimes that happens.
Mm-hmm.
And then it will just take off like basically like a hot air balloon. It's almost ready. Not quite, but oh, no, not quite yet. So it just needs a little bit more. I spent half the time trying to get it to get the right amount.
Yeah, that's so sweet of you. Thank you so much.
Well, I hope it works because everybody's watching. I did this with BK Shawlin's dog when his dog passed away. Like, there it goes. There it goes. Come on. Please go. So rest in peace, John Gotti Sr.
Oh, thank you so much. Look at that. It went.
Yeah, it did. So anything you want to let go of, let it go into the universe. And they go up very, very high.
Oh, wow. You can't even see it anymore.
Hang on, let me move. Can you see it now?
Yeah. It's a little, it's almost like a star.
Yeah.
That's so sweet, Kim. That is so nice.
Aww.
I could just tell by today you needed it.
Yeah, I did. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Miss Angel.
Hello, Edwin.
Hi, Edwin. How are you?
How are you?
Great. Everything's great. Please forgive me for interrupting your program, but I just want to show you something. You see this bill? Yeah. This is our U.S. currency bill. This is a vintage bill. All our U.S. currency in the 30s, in the 1930s, used to, you see the eagle? Yes. Can you see the eagle?
Oh, yes, I do.
That is the same eagle that Parasite Slayer uses. The Germans used to use it, and also we used to use it. If you check, if you look up, if we all do some research and we enter an example, Google, you will see that our military uniforms from the Army, the officers, they used to have that same eagle. So that is, that eagle was used by our government and also by the German government. So I just wanna, this is a way of supporting Parasite Slayer. So Parasite Slayer is not a Nazi, to be clear. Do you understand the point?
Yeah.
There's
you
also
understand the point, Miss Angel?
Yes, thank you, Edwin.
Okay. Miss Angel, as always, I give you a kiss, a big hug, a kiss on the forehead, and do not forget to splash on Jean Nate for Jean Nate blessings.
Thank you so much, Edwin. I appreciate it so much. Thank you.
He's so sweet.
He's the best.
I need to say a million Hail Marys every time he's in my presence.
That was so nice. That was really sweet of you. And him, too. Thank you.
Yeah. I do know that there is a controversial flag of some sort floating around. And the only reason why I knew of this is because it's something that surfaced during the Freedom Convoy. And it is not the flag, I repeat, not the flag that Parasite Slayer is using. It does look similar to it. It was even controversial amongst the indigenous people. Because prior to, and I don't talk about this sort of thing, but I just want to throw it out there that this, obviously, you know, some people do things on purpose, but for the logical people of the land, it does look similar to a flag that the indigenous people used at one point in time. And it was a swastika, but it did not represent any of the meanings that it was used for in Germany. In fact, it had all of the opposite. So essentially what happened was Hitler stole this flag, okay? So then there was a long history with the indigenous people about it. They modified it, they changed it, and somebody had used it. I didn't even know about this until this incident, because I was like, what is this? It took me a few days to even see it. But then people were pointing out, like, how do you not see that? And I'm like, because I've never seen this flag before, and I don't know what symbols, you know, like people just assume you know everything, and it's like, I don't. But you know, and once he explained the story behind it and why he was using it, and made 100 complete sense. It had nothing to do with racism or anything of the sort. But again, people want to hear what they want to hear, right? So
exactly. Now, if they would just go back to
I
the
know.
first time that he came on here, I forgot who he was going up against. Marla, can you remember?
I think he came up here and he was going to ask Adam something. They were going to talk about something.
No, I don't know why I think we were going to ask Common Sense. We were going to drop the link for Common Sense. Right? Wasn't that it? It was the very first time that he came on here, and he said that about. So why don't you people go back to that, and you'll see what he said, why he was using that avatar.
Here's another, just a food for thought, throwing it out there, something for you to kind of sit in the back of your mind and think about. I'm not going to even give this person's name. They know damn well who it was. But you know how we've noticed that there's some new people popping up in different communities trying to figure out this whole mess, right? Going here, going there, trying to figure things out, which as you do. And somebody had come up, and he was explaining, you know, like how he's helped grow people's channels and all the things that he's done. And he's like, but I'll tell you, you know, I'm the only one who has a great, fantastic show. I've every pick I've done, but nothing makes as much. Sorry, I'm outside. I shouldn't be. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we didn't hear.
Can you hear me now?
Now we can hear you better now, but you were breaking up before.
Sorry. Sorry, I'm outside. I don't understand this phone. It's crap. I'm gonna complain.
So go ahead.
But he was explaining. So this was explaining that nothing out of all of the shows that makes any type of money than this drama, and that's why he will always go back to it, and that's the reason why he does what he does. And today, he's literally made hundreds of thousands of dollars off this. Come on, man.
You're breaking up, Kim. But I know.
Did you hear what I said, though? He's using it. I know you do. I know who you do. Yeah. I know you do. Yeah, but if he's making that much money off it, then yeah, that's insanity. I call bullshit. I'd like to see some proof on that figure.
But, I don't count people's money. I don't ask anybody for 5 cents. All I ask is that you hit the like button. Did everybody hit that like button?
Yeah. Yeah. I hope you can hear me, but it just shows that how there's nothing off limits to these people. The fact that they would use your pain as a means to gain donations and views is absolutely disgusting, in my opinion. And like, the karma bus can't come fast enough. Okay.
Yeah.
But that's the way it works. You know, it will come. Believe me, it does.
Yeah, I know it does. It just takes long sometimes.
And you have 144 in likes
Well,
tonight.
Thank you so much,
For
everyone.
a last minute show, that is awesome. Thank you.
Wow, thank you so much. We still have 158 people after 2.5 hours. Thank you so much.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that really
Mhm.
is. Thank you. Yes, he did used to always say that. Yes, he did. Always said that.
What?
The certain content creator buys views, others buy bots views. Is that Jax?
Yes, I'm sorry. Hold on.
I'm so jealous. My dog deafens a room.
Yeah, mine two dogs do too.
Yeah.
So
I
how
don't
is
know,
everything
Angel.
with you, Kim?
I'm good. I just
Then
wanted to come
again,
on
you
because.
were accused of being a neo-Nazi too. I forgot about that.
Oh yeah, I've been called worse by better. Like you
Yeah.
can't top the prime minister calling you this on national TV. So all of these words mean nothing. Like in fact, it tells me their playbook, and I can tell you their next 10 steps. But let them think they're fooling us. It's just I know what it feels like to be in your position. I've had hideous things thrown in my face that if they ever experienced that type of pain, they would never do that. But that's what karma is. It's going to teach them the lesson the hard way. That's the one thing in life you can guarantee is what comes around does go around eventually. It does.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
I know
agree.
I know it's hard to not
Believe me,
show a
I know.
reaction. You know, I've been that person. Like I know what it's like.
You
It's
know
hard.
what? I even said, like I
I
said
know.
last night. I said last night, like I don't want to fight with Chicago Muscle because out of everybody, he is the only one who never went after my kids or my family. Yeah, he said his stupid things about my father. Who cares? But he never went after my kids. He's the only one who didn't go after my kids. Okay, so I don't want to fight with him.
Yeah.
So but then when you're doing something and all of a sudden I'll play it right now. How's that? I'll play the 2 clips that they sent me. Hold on.
Okay, because I didn't hear anything. I don't watch their shows. It's meant to get a reaction, and if I watched it, then they'd get it. So it's better just not to watch. For me.
Let's see. Oh wait, hold on. Too bad. Okay. Let me see where it is.
Is this from today, Angel? These clips?
Yeah, it's from today. Yeah. This is the first one. I don't even know what this one is. Hold on. Let's listen.
Absolutely, it makes my job easy to fucking slam the shit right out of you, okay, and make you look like the lying fucking jackass fools that you all are. And that's exactly what you are. You're full of shit. I sit and listen to this shit, and it's like this one's got a sex tape with that one, and this is going on, and nude fucking pictures. What the fuck's the matter with you people? Bunch of fucking weirdos. And then you want me to sit back and you're going to make me look like the fucking bad guy on your show with a fucking Nazi that's up there defending MRE? Fuck that. Okay? I don't have anything against you, Angel, but when you pull shit like you did again last night, I'm coming for you every fucking time. You cannot bully me. I don't give a fuck what you think you can do. And I'm not scared of your brothers, your mother, or your rest of your fucking family. I don't give a fuck. I'm Chicago Muscle. And in my head, I'm King fucking Kong. Okay? I do not fucking care. Okay? I would rather die than be punked by some 60-year-old grandma who thinks she's her father. And she's going to fucking run around and run roughshod, slander and bully people and talk bullshit. Now, you can get on your live with Parasite the Nazi or whoever the fuck you want to get up there with. I am going to fucking hammer the whole group of you till I feel justified and I don't need to do it anymore.
I'm 63, not 60. I don't have a clue.
Do you even know what he's talking about?
When do I ever bully anyone? I'm a woman. that sounds like a bully. When did I bully?
Who
When
was
do I
talking
ever
about a
bully these
transvestite?
people? What? What'd you say, Kim?
Didn't he say something about someone getting a sex? Didn't he say something about someone getting a sex change? I heard nothing of that.
Oh, I don't know. Who's getting a sex
That's what I
change.
swear. That's what he said in there. That's what he said. That's what I mean.
Yeah,
I'm like,
he
I
said
don't even know
something
what he's
sex
talking
related.
about.
I'm not sure I caught that.
Wait, now here's another one. I got two. Hold on. This one.
Me, and first of all, I would never intentionally do that. He's like, no, I know it wasn't your fault. You didn't know that these links were in there.
That's right. I don't believe that you did know the links were in there. I believe that you think doxing is a rat move. And I do believe you when you say that. I do believe that. But it doesn't matter, Angel. You were trying to put out information on me, and I got doxed through that information. This is a fact. It is history. It is MobTube history. It is Gotti history. Okay? My name will forever be linked to you because
what
you
the fuck?
out that way to a fucking neo-Nazi.
He's taking this shit too far.
Oh yeah.
Because you are
Did you hear what he just said?
What the fuck did I just
Yeah.
hear? Your name for forever. See, this is what they want. This is what they want to forever.
Yeah.
In some shape, or form, they want to be tied to you. So this
Let's
is the
make his
one
Hollywood
way.
star.
Oh, I've never. Oh, hell no. Oh my gosh. I done heard it all now. I done heard it all.
Okay.
Was that the end of it? That's
No,
unbelievable.
no, it's not the end.
destroying your reputation. And your brother's about to do his first YouTube on here, and there's gonna be people, no doubt, that are gonna tell him all the shit you're up to. You know, and all the crap that's going on over there. It ain't gonna be me. I have no interest in messing with that man. Just like I have no interest in messing with your daughter and all the fucking disgusting shit that asshole in the UK is trying to do to you right now. Just be fucking honest for once.
What?
You know, MRE docs me, that's it. But you're trying to cover his ass again.
Oh my God, is he delusional for real? Does he not know that FBS has repeatedly done a live bragging that it was him?
I said that I did say last night that I did not dox him. If he thinks that I did, then it was unintentional because I had no idea any of those. There's supposedly links in there. All I did was share a video and say, what the person told me was, I can't think right now. Who does this sound like, or who does this remind you of? Something like that. I shared the same thing because after listening to it, for a few minutes, and the way the people were describing it, right? So I can swear, and other people are saying, no, it was not MRE who doxed him. It was another content creator who did it. Where is that me bullying this 6'8" man?
This is how it went down. Is MRE played a video from the Jehovah's saying that he had taken a bunch of money for snakes, ironically, and then FPS ran with it, had his people on it. They did the background checks, and he's the one and has taken claim for it. But now they're friends, so they forget about it. But that side's already imploding on each other, from what I'm hearing. Anyways, they're already fighting amongst themselves. So give it a couple more days and watch the fireworks go.
Listen, I don't care if they went out and all elope. I don't give a shit. My point is that I didn't do that to you. You were coming at. He was coming at me. He was going after me, and he was going after MRE. Okay, and and then then he came on and he said, first he came on and he said he was dropping 2 explosive videos. Yeah, he did. But then something happened. what happened is I think two people went to Mike Slick's house, right?
Yeah.
And so Chicago Muscle came out and did a video instead saying, listen, I'm just going to take off for a little while. This is, and that was it.
Yeah.
I didn't think that he was going to get doxxed. I had all his info, not info. He sent me his picture, his grandson's picture. He sent me a picture of him and his wife. He sent me pictures of his wife. I never shared that with a living soul. In fact, another content creator who hated his guts asked me, "Can you give me any info on Chicago Muscle?" I said, "No, I don't know anything." I lied. Did you ever hear that story, Chicago Muscle? I lied and said, no, I have no idea who he is. I have the proof too.
So he protected you.
Never, ever dox him. I could have, but I never did. I could have sent that person, at that time, the person and I, we were killing each other. I could have easily just sent it to him and said, here, stay off of my back. Here's his, I never did that. So what shit is it that he's saying I caused? And now you accused the Parasite Slayer of saying something that you forgot to play the rest of it. And you're calling him a neo-Nazi too.
Wow.
Remember when the whole Trump thing was going on, Marla, and everything was Russia.
Yeah.
That's what they're doing now. This is like 2 years now. It's played off. Adam said the same thing. I don't know his exact words. It was something like, who cares about, why is it that so many people care about some idiot who lives in Rhode Island or whatever he said, some guy, whatever the word he used. Why is it that everybody is so concerned about some person that they never met and never will meet who lives in another state and lives in Rhode Island? Like, what do you care?
Okay, well, listen, he tells you himself if you listen to him talk. He took that year off while everybody thought he faded away into the background. He was watching everybody, stalking everybody, gathering information. In his words, I live for this shit. This is what he does. So, like, nothing productive, definitely not a job. So his entire mission was to come back and destroy people. And listen to this. So if everybody's just coming across the middle of this shit show, you can listen to just a few of his videos and see who is in the right and who is in the wrong. The difference between and the way
you're breaking up,
and you can
you're breaking
up. Sorry,
Kim.
Sorry.
You're breaking.
Can you hear
up
me
bad. Hello.
I know it's. I gotta.
Now,
can you hear me?
Yeah, it's better now.
Sorry, I gotta complain to my damn service. He just, the way he conducts himself and the way that you do, I think it's easy to tell who's credible and who isn't. At the end of the day,
I just don't understand. Like,
it's for views.
But you should have. You see, I think that Chicago Muscle's different than the others that do it for views. Chicago
then
Muscle,
maybe it's more personal with him.
Different.
Maybe it's more personal with him. Maybe he's mad at you for something. Like maybe he I don't know. I can't speak for him, but maybe it's more personal than the others.
I didn't dox him. I could have. I never did. Never did.
Everybody knows who did. And now the guy won't fess up and remove the live or put it on it, but people have backups. And not only did it, but bragged about it. And now is friends with these people. Like, I mean, again, even to someone just walking in the middle halfway through the act, you just watch a few shows of everybody and you figure out who's who.
Yeah.
There was even a new guy new to the community, and he went up, and that was the most logic I had ever heard from everyone. And I thought, wow, If you could only
What
break
was
through
it?
to these, he said, the way that Angel defends her family is a coping mechanism because that's how you had to get through it with, your father being in jail, in prison, and the legal challenges your family has faced. It's the way you defend yourself. It's how you protect yourself. He made the most sense. And he's like, you need to stop coming down so hard on this lady. Like, that's how she
Who
made it.
was it? Who was it?
I don't want to give attention to the person, but I will let you know in private.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I actually, and I'm concerned that he's falling for that trap. But again, anybody who's intellectually minded is going to see through these things very quickly.
Just go back 2 years to April 27th. Go back 2 years, and you can see where every show is me reacting to something that they've done. Every single one. So go back and look. All because I didn't want to open up their shit and look at their stuff that they were sending me about somebody that I was good friends with because I didn't want to watch it.
Yeah. Wow. And nobody even knows what he's talking about in those videos. Like a transgender operation. What is he talking about?
Oh,
Are you
that
sure
I
he's
have
talking
no
about you?
clue. No, me.
Yeah, but I don't. Does anybody recall that even being said in the chat? Like somebody talking amongst themselves? Because I don't. But then I don't see everything all the time either.
Well,
But
I didn't even hear what you're talking about.
I didn't
So
catch
on
that part.
I didn't catch it either.
sorry, my phone sucks. I'm sorry, you guys. He said something in the first clip of the first video that you played about somebody getting a sex change or something, and I don't ever remember that being a conversation we've discussed over here.
Yeah, I don't have a clue. I don't have a clue. Who the hell would be getting a sex change operation?
I have no idea.
Yeah, me neither.
What did I miss? Doug Ross.
I don't
Did I
know.
miss someone's comment? Don't get mad at me.
What happened?
I don't know. Someone's getting mad at me because I didn't see your comment or something. I don't know.
Who's getting mad at you?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure Doug Ross. I'm only seeing Doug Ross's comments, so I'm not sure.
Let me see.
Your shout out. Just support this woman and see if your group could find one thing wrong that comes out of her mouth. Okay, guys? Thank you, Doug Ross. He's a good guy. He's a Canadian too. See, Canadians are not bad people. Despite the leader, the toddler.
Pay what? Okay, what does he say? Pay what you owe. I think a lot of it. Wait, pay what you owe. I think a lot of it is him trolling. I can see why he would do it. It's easier than trying to explain. Oh, I don't know who I don't know who he's talking about.
I see something. Shout out to Tollgate Tech. I know what that means, but I wonder if I know this guy. Because
this is an account. Pay what you owe.
Yeah.
Wait, what's this? DARPA. Hi, DARPA. What did DARPA say? There's something wrong with my mouse. Okay, what? Oh, I'm such an idiot. I'm on YouTube and I thought I was on StreamYard. I'm gonna go all the way down to the bottom and then work my way back up.
Oh, he was asking Angel for a shout out to a group of students. It's a school in Canada. It's called Tollgate Tech, and I guess this kid in the chat wants you to shout out to the
Hi, Tollgate Tech. How are you?
Hi,
everybody.
Gotti. Yeah.
Hello, everyone.
Aw. That's hilarious. She obviously knows where I'm from.
In this clip that I'm playing, there's Jeff Nadeau on the screen, and what was he saying? And then he wants to know, why does she say things about me? You got to be kidding me! Hold on. Where was it?
There's one video I wish I could show you. It is funny, even though I hate the guy, but it was hilarious. Oh my God.
Okay, wait, where is it? It's on the other one. And then she is doing irreparable harm to her family's name with this continued disgraceful behavior. What disgraceful behavior have I been showing on here? What disgraceful behavior? Can anybody in the chat or anyone up on that screen answer what disgraceful behavior I've been doing on here?
Now's your chance, trolls. State your case or shut your trap.
I want to know. I want to know, Nadu, what's the disgraceful behavior I've been doing on here? Anybody answering?
Not that I can see. It's crickets, because nobody can think of anything. Like, I mean, maybe she didn't tip the pizza guy. I don't know. What do you think? I don't know. I know you do. I'm just trying to think of, like, oh my God, she didn't floss today. Like, you know, just what's the worst sin Angel Gotti could make? Like, oh my God.
Yeah, like he has to. He's always in somebody's chat, and I always passing a derogatory comment about some member of my family, or he's up on his screen or somebody else's screen. He's always has to do that.
Nadu, you must be at least 5'4" to talk in this chat.
Come on, now's your chance, Nadu. What is it that I do that disturbs you so much? It doesn't disturb my family, but disturbs you.
Shall we make fun of you, Spanky? Is that the problem?
That. I don't make fun of him.
No, you don't. No, you don't. But like I will. Wait, what? I just can't believe Angel supported him and then backstabs her in the back. Yeah, we'll believe it because it happens a lot out here.
Wait, what happened?
I
can't believe Angel supported him and then he backstabs her in the back. Thank you.
That's what they do. But that's his history. Like he ripped off Jehovah's Witnesses for some sort of snake business. Like, isn't it ironic? It's snakes.
Yeah, even like Jeff Nadu, everybody used to make fun of him and say he had a wig on, and I always defended him and said that's not a wig. Like,
are you sure? I think sometimes they are. Sometimes they are. I think.
What?
Sometimes I think they might be, Angel.
No, it's not, because he did like this. He got on. I think it was whose panel was it? I think it was FBS, and he had his blow dryer and he had his fingers going up through his hair, and he was. Believe me, it wasn't a wig. It wasn't a wig. It's his real hair.
Is it paint on hair?
No. He's too young for that.
I don't know. I've seen guys go bald in their 20s. It's funny because the other day I was saying to someone, I think every guy I know is bald now. Or holding on to those last few strands, you know, like the comb over.
Yeah. Parasite Slayer says Nadu hurts himself by going in the chats and on the panels of the small bottom feeder channels. He would be smarter to stay out of the drama and focus on growing the show. I agree. But then again, who am I to talk? Look what I did. I want to shoot myself in the head for that. And Eddie,
No.
Eddie. Eddie said being put on the bus is in transit. They send you joint to joint for months and years. Exactly, Eddie.
Diesel therapy. I learned that last night. That term.
That's diesel therapy. Exactly.
By the way, I'm sorry, my phone died. I couldn't even get on to say my phone died.
I figured that. That.
I heard Adam say it, and I was like, "See, he is smart." We missed you, Marla.
Yes, we did, Marla. Kim came on last night. Who else was on? Adam, Kim. Adam got mad at me.
Oh, and me. Well, and people in the chat. He wasn't mad. He was just making sure that we're covered. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was doing a
Parasite
good
Slayer.
friend.
Yeah, Parasite Slayer was on. Who else was on? That was it, right?
I think so.
And we were talking about the toad venom, the psychedelic stuff, and Adam got mad at me, and then I got a little snippy with him. And meanwhile, he was only looking out for my best interest.
Yes, 100%.
He had to put a disclaimer up, Marla, that we do not agree with people.
We knew we were in trouble too, didn't we? Because we were joking, and he was all business, and it's like, uh-oh. Angel goes, we're in trouble. It's like, yeah, we know. What do we do? I'm sorry, Angel. Oh my God, I'm that friend you're gonna have to say sorry for sometimes. But my heart's in the right place. I really don't want to hurt anybody ever.
Oh, Parasite Slay says, he should never go live when he's drunk. He has said some pretty cringy things, but at least he is smart enough to delete those lives quickly. Well, good for you. I shaved my head because my wife pissed me off, so I shaved my head. So she says, you letting your hair grow back? I said, no. I am still mad. See, I don't argue.
That's a problem solver.
Oh, God.
I never used to like bald dudes, but now I don't have a choice. I mean, that's that. How do we feel about hair transplants, you guys? Like, are you okay or not?
I don't know. It doesn't matter to me. Bold hair, who cares? I want somebody who is like my husband is so, he's a good man because he's good. He takes care of his mother. He took care of his grandmother. So he's that's a good man.
Compassionate. Yep.
Yes. Let's see. Okay, I'm trying.
What are your thoughts, Marla? Hair or no hair, or it doesn't matter?
It doesn't matter. I mean, I think some men look sexier without it, so I don't know why they just don't shave it off.
Yes, I've learned to appreciate that. Yes, you're right. I will not lie. But when I was younger,
the hair plugs don't tell me. I don't want to know about it.
Well, yeah, took care of that.
You two talk. I have to put the alarm on.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, you should know there's warning signs, right? Before you, before talking, you see those bullets coming in. Address that.
Great.
That way it doesn't look like a chest. Oh, is that my phone?
Yeah, it was going in and out.
I'm sorry. I don't get it. I pay extra for this 5G, and it's not no 5G, I'm telling you. Unless 5G means no signal ever.
Are you in the country or towards the city?
I'm in the country. That's why I all of a sudden have connection issues. They're trying to install the lines now for fiber optic shit, which is it sounds very behind the times, which it kind of was, I guess. But so hopefully that'll come in soon, and I won't have this issue anymore because it's very annoying. I can't even tell you. I didn't even learn this until I just moved out here a few months ago. But people will say oh, I called you, I texted you. It doesn't come through on my end. So it's everybody's where have you been? I'm like, what are you talking about? So yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So, but I pay extra. Good thing I pay extra for that. 5G boom boost. Sure. Sounds good. You live near the mountains or no? Are you more in this city?
I'm on a mountain.
Perfect. I love it. What's your cell signal like out there?
Well, we only have one option. So, I mean, it's either go with them or have nothing. So,
yeah.
I've only had a couple issues on here. Now, when me and Angel first started, I had a hell of a time getting on. I'm just not tech savvy at all.
Right.
But since I've started doing it on the laptop, yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, like our when I lived out in Calgary, we were right near the Rockies, and it was like once you hit a certain point, it doesn't matter if you are standing at the top of a tree, you are not getting a signal, okay? It's just not happening. Like you just have to pray somebody drives by and stops, right? Like
Oh my gosh.
yeah, or they could give you like emergency phones, like for hiking, but those are like literally to call in the helicopter. You know
Now,
what I'm
do you
saying?
guys have Apple phones up there? Because those have SOS on them.
Yeah, we do. I have it on my Android too, SOS, but I don't even know if that would work out there. Maybe it would, but they didn't have that back then.
Oh.
But yeah, that's actually pretty smart thinking. I never thought of that. But these were like basically military phones, really, because that was the only signal that would be. So like if that was basically like helicopter rescue is the only time you would use it, really. Like you're trapped on a mountain, you know what I mean? And they need to come. And you don't want to get a bill for that, let me tell you.
Well, you guys have the free healthcare up there, right?
Some of it is, yes, not all of it.
Okay.
It's a hard system to explain. So there's like your basic healthcare. So if you go into the hospital, that's paid for. But like if you have to start getting into like different sort of things, some things are covered, and then some things are covered under my work insurance. Right.
Oh.
So if I got hospitalized, I would be entitled to like a semi-private room through my work insurance, right? So like so you combine the two and then you've got pretty good coverage all the way around, right?
Sounds like it.
Well, yeah, I try to stay away from those places, right? But yeah. Good night, Teresa.
Good night, Teresa. What did I miss?
We were just talking about cell phone signals and stuff. And I was asking how her signal is being out in the mountains. So
I only had like 1 or 2 problems on here.
yeah. Yeah. I mean, you're right. So if you go in and break your arm and you need a sling, you got to buy that sling. Or if you need crutches, you got to buy the crutches. How are you going to pay for that? Cash or credit? They pull out the friggin' machine right down there. It's like, what? It's funny.
Yes. Parasite Slayer says I only changed avatar because Adam was busting my balls about my faceless man. Go back to the very first time Parasite Slayer came on here and you'll see what he did and why.
I sound like Pee-wee's robot.
Parasite people will believe what they want even when the truth. Yeah.
That's funny, Doug. Yeah, I think I miss the good old days, you know, like Jeopardy and laughing so hard I was crying, like my face hurt, you know,
We
like.
keep saying we're going to do it. We just never get around to it on here.
I know.
Do you still have the Jeopardy program on your computer, Angel?
Oh yeah, you can look it right up. Google
Well, then you should set the next live and just call it Jeopardy and like just not even, you know, just do like your opening bit or whatever, and then be like, here we go, and then just roll with it. People miss it, you know.
And the trivia too.
Yeah.
Yes, like let's stop making irrelevant people relevant, really, because you watch and like it is true. And I know I've been in your situation, and it's so hard to keep your mouth shut sometimes. But if you don't, they're just gonna keep doing it, and it's so childish, you know. And again, for people that are just walking in halfway through this, they see this behavior coming from grown men. Who do you think they're going to look badly at? You or the grown men that are doing this to you?
I know that's a logical.
I know, girl. I know. Believe me, I can go off like a firecracker too. But I mean, anybody that knows you knows that your family is everything. They know if there's a way to hurt you, that's the way to go. And unfortunately, these people, there's no scruples. Like there's no depths of field where they won't go. Yeah.
No boundaries.
Which is unfortunate. But again, I think certain techniques were allowed and kind of taught over time, and people have taken them on quicker than they should have, which in my opinion. But I mean, this is the example that, the quote unquote leaders set, and you can't talk, you need to argue, like I don't buy into that. And just because people call me a name doesn't make it true. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Like that's the most important thing. You can call me whatever you want. Like I can call myself a millionaire. It doesn't make it true. You know what I mean? So it's the same sort of premise, just not an insult, So I mean, but I understand, and I don't fault you for it because I've been there. And girl, it's hard. Trust me, especially when they hit below the belt, and they do. And I don't even want to say what's happened to me. I would tell you privately, but I'm not giving anybody any ideas.
Yeah, I know.
But that's why nothing shocks me anymore. So it's just like really the only way to stop it. And I know you'll come to this realization on your own, but just from someone who's having been down this road, like you just got to snuff it out and just tell people like, I don't even want to know about it. Like, please don't send it to me because I'm going to have to respond. If you don't know about it, you don't need to respond. Right.
Right.
And that's what I had to do. And it took me a long time to get that. And then people would still try. And then I kind of get caught up. And then it's like, no, please stop sending me this. Like, don't. Then it's just like, okay, I'm going to mute your messages if that's all you contact me about.
Eddie, Marla Eddie said hello, Marla.
Oh, hey, Eddie.
I know what you're saying, Kim.
And I've been there too. And I know it's easy to say in a calm moment, but when you're hearing this type of foul things coming out of grown men's, like, is this how they speak to their wives? Because this behavior doesn't just come at one person one time.
Same thing.
So, like, I mean, are your wives okay? Like, legitimately.
Blink twice if you need help.
I used to say that to Corey Feldman's wife. If you're in trouble, blink 3 times, we'll send help, okay? Like, no questions asked. Then she purposely wears sunglasses. Right? It's like, yeah, I know. I got you, girl. Don't worry.
CM helped instigate the memes issue. He was pushing the fake narratives, getting you to argue with JC and Mac for no reason. Listen, there was a few content creators on here who said that JC and Mac made them. A few.
Hey, Heidi.
Hello, Heidi.
Hi, Heidi. I don't know. YouTube is no different than real life in the sense that, like, there are certain places you shouldn't go. And if you were in front of somebody's face, you would not say half of the things that you type on a keyboard, and you know it because you know what the consequences would be. So I don't believe in like the legal route and all that stuff, but I firmly believe in karma. And the best part is when you sit back and you wait long enough, it happens to them. And then that feels better than any revenge you could ever get. When things just naturally start falling apart around them. Everything at once. Their career, their marriage, their friends abandon them. Like everything is like a mess. And it's like, see, that's how it comes back at you. When you put shitty things out into the universe, it comes back to you.
Yeah, that's a really good point.
Yeah. Yeah, I believe in you get what you give, right?
Exactly.
You know, but yeah, and what you focus on is what grows. So if you feed a fire oxygen, it's going to grow. If you put the fire out and don't look at it again and you just snuff it out and remove all forms of source of it, then it's no longer a problem. And you go back to doing you. And then watch your numbers grow and watch theirs shrink. The proof will be in the pudding. And the reason why I can say that so confidently is because that's what I had to do. And believe me, it's hard to be that bigger person. Honestly, it really is. But there's nothing more that you could say or do to defend your family that hasn't already been said or done. You know the truth. That's all that matters. And your friends that love you know the truth, and that's all that matters. Right?
Exactly what my best friend told me today.
It's true. What random people on the internet who are just looking for drama and gossip, what they think does not matter. At the end of the day, I mean, like you save animals, you rescue animals, you spoil animals. These people act like animals and encourage each other to act like animals.
You know, that's so true. What I do for these animals, few don't do for their own kids.
Right? So again, like it's just, but I've been there and I don't fault you for it at all. I totally know it's hard when people are coming at you and they're hitting you below the belt and they know it hurts and it's like, but eventually you just got to be like, nope, there's nothing that they can say to you that you haven't already heard a million times. It's already been said.
True.
You know what I mean? It doesn't mean it hurts any less, but it's been said. And you know that this is their go-to methods. Like, and again, it just shows what type of character they are, like how they conduct themselves. Maybe that's why they don't have jobs. And maybe that's why they're built for this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe that's just my opinion. I don't know. But I also don't look at YouTube as a job either. I have a job.
That's so true. Very true, Kim.
I understand all sides of it, and it's not an easy situation to be in. And a lot of people see what's going on, and they feel bad that you're in this position, and everybody feels like their hands are tied. Because what can we do? You know what I mean? We just
You can only say the same thing so many times. You're not making a dent with this crowd.
Exactly. And the best thing to do is no reaction is a strong reaction in and of itself, you know? And if you stop paying attention, eventually they're just going to implode. They're already imploding on each other as we speak. So let that happen because that's what needs to happen.
I don't know. How do you know if there's trouble brewing?
Who, me?
Yeah.
What do you mean? How do I know if there's trouble brewing?
I thought that trouble was brewing.
Oh, amongst themselves. Well, because I hear rumors. I see the clip channels and, you know, these things pop up, which I don't know how because I'm not subscribed to them or anything, but things come up and it's like this one's fighting this one. And I don't even want to give them names or give it attention because, again, why? Like, I'm not going to promote them. I don't watch them. Right. I don't wish to engage in a back and forth with them. So it's just like, you know, why? But I mean, people see what's going on, and that's what's bound to happen eventually. It's inevitable. Like 3 alpha males cannot be on the same team for a long time without turning against each other. And they say that women can't do that. Yes, we can. We are not catty. We support each other. They don't know how to do that. So I don't know, just something to think about, right? Like just another way to look at it so you're not taking it so to heart, you know? But I know you're you and you'll handle it whatever way you see fit, and I support you either way. I wouldn't fault you at all because it was your family. But again, people know the truth. The people that matter know what's going on.
This is very true.
And that's what you should focus on. And that is the truth, because when they're saying from their own mouths, listen, I've done every subject, but nothing on here makes money like the drama. That tells you right there, they said it with their own mouth days ago. And it was like, bingo. Put up your bingo sign, bingo. Because it's true. Like you just nailed it. And I can't believe you admitted it because we've known this for years. But you pretend it's not happening. But then, you know, when you get talking and you can't control your crap, then the truth falls out once in a while, right? For some people. For me, it's the opposite. I'm too truthful, you know, but just don't take on their issues. They all clearly have issues, and they're just trying to ruin a good thing over here. Don't give them that satisfaction.
Yeah, I know.
Why give them the power? They don't got no power. If they did, they wouldn't be sitting on the internet, coming after women, getting like license plates and social security numbers and saying sexual degenerate things. Like, that's horrible. And it's borderline criminal, actually. If well, not borderline, it is. So knock it off, you weirdo psycho stalkers. You're all bunny cookers. See, I can come on here and say the things you can't say, Angel. It's all right.
You're funny.
See, and that's what people don't understand about me, is because I can say like something powerful, but with the jokes, so they can't tell if I'm serious or not, because I laugh, right?
Yeah.
And that's the way I like to keep it. Keep them on their toes.
I feel like this is the very definition of insanity some days.
It is. If you keep repeating the same behavior, yes, it is.
Yeah.
That's why you need to say, okay, I know what's going on. It's a mind game of the nth degree. This is what they're doing. And it's because they want to be inside your head, because whether you talk about it or someone in your chat talks about it, they see it, and now they think that they're more important than they are. Like, I literally heard someone today say, he is so famous, he's interviewed Hollywood stars, and it's like, oh. Guys, if you called them up and asked them for dinner tomorrow, they wouldn't go.
But who are you talking about?
Pennsylvania, you know who.
Oh no, the God's honest truth is I started to fall asleep.
Okay, well, maybe that's a sign and you should go to sleep. So I will sign off, and we'll do this again soon.
No, I was eating thank God I didn't. I was eating cashews.
Oh, that'd be bad.
And I closed my eyes.
Oh my gosh. Okay, that's hilarious, because you know what? If something bad happened, I would start a rumor that it was one of those guys that did it to you. Okay? That's
Angela, could you imagine if you had choked on nuts on here? What that would have done to the YouTube world?
Oh my God, there'd be
set it off in so many different ways.
It would be lit. Let's replay this. Cut this.
Oh my God.
Like, they don't want to mess with the master, okay? Like, I could teach you some things, Angel. Man.
Oh, really?
Oh, really? Yes. Marla would definitely be on board. So it's just you that would need convincing, but maybe me and Marla can do it, and then it's better if you don't know. Then we can pull it off.
What, do you want to take over the show one night?
No, not well. If you trust me, I mean, but no, that's not what I was thinking. This would be a better discussion had offline. You don't, when you're playing poker, you don't show your cards, right?
Exactly.
Like, I mean, so. But there's different ways of doing things without falling into their way of wanting you to react. But it's equally as powerful. But it puts the negative energy on the appropriate places, not on you.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, it's like they're checkers. Now you need to start playing chess, right? Like, I mean, that's just the way I see things. But again, it took a long time to get here. This is years and years of this shit. So I totally understand. But you're all right. You got a good thing. And they're just jealous. They're jealous because you were friends with them, and then for whatever reason you fell out, and you make all these agreements, but you can't make agreements with snakes. I'm sorry, but eventually they flip on you,
Mm-hmm.
And you can try and give people a chance and the benefit of the doubt, but when they keep doing the same damn thing over and over, how?
I don't know.
So, anyways, ladies, I had a great time. Thank you for having me on.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you, Kim. I wish I wasn't so tired, but I got up so early this morning.
No, it's all good, and I hope you're able to see that lantern. So that was for your papa.
Oh, that was so great. Thank you so
thoughtful,
much.
yes.
Very, very, very nice.
Okay,
Thank
guys,
you.
have a good night. Bye, everyone in the chat. You too.
Good night.
Bye.
Good night, Kim. She's a nice woman.
Yes,
I really
that was
like
very
her.
Sweet.
Yes.
Creative too.
I love that.
Yes, that was a very creative tribute to your dad.
Yeah, I love that. I really, really did. That was so nice of her. I'm trying to look for something. Hold on. That's not it. I'm literally, my eyes are closing. I'm so tired. I'm just looking for something. Hey, I like this. I like that picture. All right. He is missed. Definitely missed. Marla, if you don't mind, I'd like to do something on Patreon.
Sounds like a plan.
Thank you.
Fill me in on the details tomorrow.
Yes, I will. Thank you, everybody.
Have a good night, everyone.
Thank you for sitting here and letting me vent.
Love you.
Love you, Marla. Good night, everyone.
Good night,
Thank
everyone.
you. Good night.